Okay. YouTube exists. Life is good. Life is good. Let me get TikTok up and let's get music going. I am slow. Alright, we got music. Skyblock. Update. Discussion. Let's go. Alright. I am live on TikTok. Life is good. Life is good. We're gonna do some chill stuff today. Today, very, very chill stuff. I need to open my YouTube chat though, or else this whole concept is just not going to work very well at all. Alright, give us a second. That's the wrong thing. I will have YouTube up in just a moment. Hey Necrontic, welcome. Alright, give me 2 seconds, man. It's obnoxiously difficult to get my own live stream up. I am struggling. Ah! Okay, there we go. Cool. We're there. We're here. Hello, Tyler. Howdy. I enjoyed the premiere, Gov. I thought that was fun. Hey, what's up, Jew? How we doing? Alrighty. Thank you, C. I appreciate it. I put a lot of effort into it, man. Like, a lot of hours, bro. More hours than I cared to admit. It was like 2 days of me just locking in. That's the longest video that I have ever posted to YouTube as well. Like that was a big bit of effort for me. So I'm very happy that you liked it, C. I'm very, very glad to have a positive response. Anyway, today I'm planning on just doing potatoes. Honestly, I feel like my brain is kind of just like cooked from all the editing and everything. So I kind of just want to chill today. I don't do anything like too intense. I would be open to doing some M7 though. Like that said, if I get an M7 party, okay, well I need to change my keybinds to start with. If I get an M7 party sorted, I mean, I could be convinced, bro. I could be convinced. All right, warp. Equipment needs to be this. You can be insert. Or back. Same. Cool. Yo, Oliver, what's up? Potatoes, appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Why am I wearing 3/4 mineral? I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. C with the sub!
We have another goat.
Let's go. I appreciate you. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Tommy just unlocked a giant sword. Congrats, bro. I appreciate you, C, for the sub. Thank you, man. That's very, very kind of you, bro. Alright, we've got all of that sorted. I need to change my pets. What do we run with these days? I think I need to start with Hedgehog because we're going to do a bunch of pests, probably. Let's go back to the hub as well. Absolute goat. What do you mean you won't have your goat T... What do you mean you won't have your goat title anymore, Oliver? You literally have it. It's like right... I can literally see it. Hey, Food. What's up? Nice profile picture, Food. Welcome. And yes, dude, I've been going to the gym for a long time. Should you grind for minions to make coins when you're in class? Yeah, that's a great idea, especially if you don't have an Ironman profile. If you're running Ironman, then, I don't know, coin production from minions is even worse than, like, NPC. Like, it's terrible. You shouldn't do it. Christmas break over tomorrow, Rapper. That's rough, dude. That's rough. We're gonna see a drop in the analytics. Hello, Rat. Rat is dead. No gym. That's not an IGN I can support. Welcome to the stream, bro. Goat title's back. Love that, C. Love that. Tier 4 E-Man Slayer. That's rough. Wait, why do I need attack speed for farming? What's the value of that? I just do all strength for Mushroom Cow. I'm fairly certain that's the right thing to do. Yo, Dante, what's up, bro? What's up? Welcome. Trying to get your other account back from TikTok, Tyler. That's... I don't know how you would do that. Why did you lose it? What's the T? Were you macroing TikTok? Oh, I'm sorry about that, Oliver. That's chill. We'll just try get as many streams in as we can before that happens. Why am I not upside down? Because we just started streaming. I'm lazy, so I haven't done it yet. Maybe later today we'll go upside down. I'll suddenly remember that I live in Australia, and then everything will change. Is 1.8 billion a day good? Sounds pretty insane to me. I don't know. I don't think I've ever made that amount of coins in a single day. I mean, you could drop back-to-back handles. That's about the only way you can achieve that. Oh, that's annoying, Tyler. Yeah, if you're not making 1 trillion in like one sitting, you are throwing. On the Necron handle and thing selling thing, Repa says never mind. Yo, we got a crop milestone. I'll take that. I'll take that. Cocoa beans to 26. Love that. Can I get like 1 field mouse? No. No, I can't get any, bro. Not a single one. That's unfortunate. Alright, can I pay for dusk yet? I still can't. That's kind of rough. Hello, Jacob. What's up? Welcome. Alright, we're going to swap back to Mushroom Cow. You're good. You're good. Don't care about you. Sweet. I'm sure that I can do, like, the melon thing. I'm so certain that I have enough melons. Yo, Dante, thank you for the rose. Zach, thank you for the 2 roses. Appreciate you. Yeah, I was like, I definitely have enough for this music rune. All right, music rune acquired. Love to see that. Easy peasy. Yo!
I am genuinely so happy.
Spurbs out, thank you for those 10 roses, man. Appreciate you, bro. Switch from TikTok to YouTube Talk to Rapper, for real. Moist. How we doing? It's going well, man. I'm chilling. I have dropped 5 overgrown grass in total, I'm pretty sure. I'm fairly certain it's 5. Alright, everything should be set. I'm good to go, right? This is my potato hoe. This is my potato hoe. We're good. Yo, Zach, thank you for those 9 roses. Spurbs, thank you for the 2 roses. Zach's doing another rose combo. Appreciate you, man. Hey, some random guy. Thank you, Zach, for those 19 roses, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Should you do Ironman or is it a bad time to start? NUFC, I just covered this in a YouTube video that I dropped recently, but the too long don't watch in this YouTube video that literally dropped half an hour ago. The too long don't watch to answer your question is Ironman early game has never been this easy. Like, it is so easy in compared to how it used to be on Ironman. So I highly recommend, if you want to start, there's 2 things to do. First one, just get minions down. You don't even have to fully commit to the profile. Just get some minions down, get a couple of cows, some chicken minions with the enchanted egg and compactor, and then maybe like a bunch of other minions if there's a particular pet you want to go for. Just get some early minions down. Even fishing minions are like a good shout. And the second thing to do is do a bingo event. When you're ready to start the profile, do a bingo event and then transfer all your good items across to the Ironman profile, and you'll just get a head start with the gear. Much easier to produce items on bingo because you have like the bingo pets perks, you get the potion effect from elixir. Bingo is just a much easier like beginning to a profile, and then you just transfer items across. Give yourself a head start. Makes it very, very easy in comparison. New bench PR, some random guy. Congrats, bro. GG's. How is the Bed Wars, Josie? How's the Bed Wars going, man? Yo, Spurbcell with the exact 100 rose combo. Thank you, bro. It takes effort to get up to 100, and it takes skill to get it exactly on 100. That is goated. Alex, we're talking about the Project Ironman Skyblock update that is coming in the near future. I just dropped a YouTube video explaining my thoughts on the whole thing, and this stream is basically just to talk about if you guys had any disagreements, any agreements to it, but that's on my YouTube link in the description if you want to look at 33 minutes of me just yapping about this update. I go through everything. Class, thank you very much for the follow. Arctic, appreciate the follow as well. AJMC, welcome back, bro. Good to see you. Zach with a 78 rose combo. Appreciate you, Zach. Thank you very much for that as well. Dude, Josie has been like... Yeah, Josie is kind of... I actually wonder, Repa, Josie and Repa are pretty comparable in their Bed Wars skill. I feel like Repa might be a bit washed, though. I feel like Repa might be washed. But OG Twitch streams back in the day, that was Repa carrying me. Repa and Salty. It was good stuff. I remember those memories fondly. Arctic, appreciate the follow. Do I still think Ironman chests... I don't think Ironman chests should be free. I think you should do something for them. But I don't think it should be an obnoxious amount of coins. That's my opinion. I dropped that TikTok about making dungeon chests free just to inspire a little bit of conversation. That was all. The current mayor... I know the answer to this. I don't need to check it. I know the answer. Cole. It's Cole. No, it's Foxy. It's Foxy. Cole is the minister. Zach, thank you for those 7 roses, and sperm cell hits exactly 100 again. Bro's just out here proving that it's easy. I love that. Thank you, sperm cell, for those 100 roses. I appreciate you, bro. Just got a hype. Nice. Oh. Yeah. Grave. See, the issue is if you right-click Mage E-Man Slayer, it's very painful. Like, it's obnoxiously difficult to right-click Mage E-Man Slayer. So I would recommend that if you're going to do E-Man Slayer, go the melee route. Even if you have a hype, trust me, it'll be easier. It'll be so much easier. In my YouTube video titled The Terminator, A Comprehensive Guide, basically I make that point. And I'm like, I did right-click Mage. I never bothered to do melee E-Man Slayer. But you will, like, drop those bosses, like, twice as fast if you do it melee. And it'll be easier to set up. You will have less EHP issues. So, highly, highly recommend. You got a Hyperion, Kira? GG's, bro. GG's. White, yellow, gray. Yeah, that's just not a fun color, dude. That's just not a fun color. But yeah, chat, what is everyone's thoughts on, like, Ironman being a challenge? This is, like, a big topical issue that a lot of people have come at me for. They've said that Ironman is a challenge, and it's supposed to be hard. And what I assume they mean by that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but what I assume they mean by that is we shouldn't actively try to make it any easier. Is that correct? Because, like, I agree that Iron Man is meant to be a challenge. I've never said that Iron Man should be easy. I was, Hey, Welly, what's up, bro? Welcome back. Good to see you. But yeah, I feel like everyone says it's a challenge, and then they don't actually give what that means. So what exactly does that mean? What kind of challenge is Iron Man? I guess what I'm really asking is, what's everyone's personal opinion on the purpose of the Iron Man game mode? What do we mean exactly by challenge? Lorna! That is a blast from the past. Hello, Lorna. Welcome to the TikTok stream. I really back the coins grabber idea. That took like 24 hours of me just sitting in a dark corner, just thinking, you know, squeezing my brain, trying to massage out a decent update. Yeah, coins grabber is something that I personally back. In London, well, I guess my TikTok is no longer geo-locked. When I first started streaming, Lorna, I had literally just 95% Australian audience. So that's a good thing. I appreciate you communicating those analytics. Why are you in London? What's brought you there? Players who don't want to be connected to the Skyblock economy, Jacob. See, the issue with that, the issue with saying that Iron Man is, like, removed from the economy is Shen's Dark Auction House. Like, those are two really big parts of the end game. I would say, like, that is the end game. The end game of Iron Man is to get hegemony, to get Shen's regalia, to get the artifact of control. Like, those are kind of the marks of the end game of Iron Man. And those are stupidly coin-locked. Like, they are just coin-locked, and the inflation in the economy just pushes those further and further away, while the coins per hour that we generate to NPC selling is exactly the same. Day in, day out. Doesn't change that much. So that's the biggest issue. Isa, welcome back. How you feeling today, man? How you feeling? Welcome. Family, fair? Is that to, like, stay, Lorna, or is that to just do, like, a holiday? I think Necrontic in my YouTube chat has said it very, very well here. Iron Man should be hard. Iron Man should be challenging, but it shouldn't be tedious. The goal of the profile is not to just make you hate playing the game, right? The goal of the profile is not to, like, walk left and right or punch glass for 1,000 hours. I feel like that's not the challenge of Iron Man. I think the challenge of Iron Man is more to produce resources, to do a bunch of different tasks, combine those resources to create something pretty cool. I think that's, like, the biggest shift. Not great at all. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I was hoping you're a bit better today. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for saying I'm beautiful. TikTok's such a positive chat. I love you guys. Farming for Max Midas and 1 bill Greg Bank. Yeah, Zach. See, you get it, dude. You get it. Oh, doing a half and half. Fair enough, Lorna. What's your career? What do you actually get up to? Yeah, I've had a few people just like rock up to the TikTok stream and be like, "Wait a second, I know you." Yeah, it's a fun thing. Yeah, I back that food. I back that. Because the thing is, like, you could fix Ironman in a number of different ways. This is something I cover in the YouTube video as well, so I do encourage you guys to check it out when you get a chance. It is a bit of a sit-down watch, though. Like, I do yap for 33 minutes. It's not like a, oh, I'll quickly check the clip. It's a long yap. But I think that something that I tried to get across, and I hope that I got across in the video, was that the Ironman game mode needs to be either fully separated from the economy or given an opportunity to keep up with the economy. Because right now the problem is we can't keep up with the economy because our like coins per hour isn't increasing with inflation, but also we're kind of like trapped in the end game of the economy. So I think that the admins are on the right path when they're doing Ironman specific Shens. I think that's really, really good because Shens is obviously much more expensive than Dark Auction. Dark Auction, I feel like at the end of the day, it's painful, but we could maybe manage. But the Artifact of Control is just so out of budget. Like, it's so just crazily impossible. It's just not it. Hey, Dylan, what's up? Welcome. I am getting mushrooms because I'm using a pet called the Mushroom Cow. So Mushroom Cow has a perk. It's the second perk, I think. Yep. Mushroom Eater. When breaking mature crops, there's a 100% chance at level 100 that it will drop a mushroom. So it makes the Mushroom Cow pet the best money pet because every single crop I break, I get an additional 10 coins because we drop the mushroom, and that's the sell price from that. Yeah, no worries, bro. Pandora's box? Yeah, I don't know how expensive Pandora's box is. I haven't even looked at it, man. Alright, we're going to swap from Mushroom Cow to the Hedgehog pet. So we can yoink these pests a little bit better. I think I might actually throw... I think it might be time. Yo, Jacob, thank you for the finger heart. Lorella, thank you very much for the heart me as well. Tell you what, I think I need to change the pet item on the hedgehog. I don't think I ever did that. I do. We have a farming XP boost on it right now. Let's give it the farming fortune related green bandana. Here we go. Now that it's level 100, we can swap out the XP boost with the green bandana, which gives us an additional 60 farming fortune. It's not that crucial, but the idea of the hedgehog is you're maximizing farming fortune when you kill pests. It also doubles your damage, which is pretty nice. I also need to get a second vacuum. That's on the list. It's just a bit of a sack to make a second vacuum. I don't want to do it. But I will at some point when I can be bothered. Rena, watch this, dude. Watch this. Ready? I'm going to miss more than one. I'm going to miss all of those. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I would work as an actor, Lorna. So I did an accounting degree after school and then decided that accounting was a bit too boring. So now I act. My main gig at the moment is professionally done. They're kind of like TikTok series. So they're like vertical series, very melodramatic, kind of like a soap opera kind of content. Which is really fun, really, really exciting. Met some pretty cool people. I went to China in December to film one of these things, which was really, really cool. Like international business trip, dude. I was stoked when I got that contract, and that was great as well. I got to meet a bunch of LA actors, LA director as well. So yeah, building up the international network, which is really exciting. And they're just lovely people. Like the people you meet on these sets. Every time you rock up, like every day, there's someone new that pops in. Every project, it's a completely new team. Yeah, I'm just meeting so many people. It's really, really fun. I love it. I absolutely love it. Thank you. I always forget, man. I need to sort pet rules because I genuinely just like cannot keep up with it every single time. But this is why we stream, Welly. This is why we stream. So you guys can tell me. Yo, Lorella, thank you for the rose. I appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. Very, very kind. Yeah, I mean, I got a European passport, Lorna, so I'm considering going to Europe at some point. The reason we ask for bench so much is because we skip legs so we don't do squats. Real. Everyone drop your 1 rep max bench right now. Do it right now. Yo, Wally, my goat. Welcome to this stream, Wally. How we doing, man? How we doing? Good to see you. What is the auto pet rule? Does anyone know? What's the, like, pest rule? 1.5 pounds, so fair. Fabian, my goat, welcome. Good to see you, Fabian. Yo. New phone, Wally. What phone did you get? Thank you, Lorella. I appreciate you for that. What have you seen me in? What do you... How recent have you seen my stuff? Alright, see you later, Lorna. Thanks for jumping it on. Nice to see you in chat as well. Enjoy London. Is Skyblock worth coming back to? That's a good question, dude. Don't give me pounds, bro. Don't give me pounds. I can't calculate pounds. GG's on, like, over 300. I don't know what that is, though. That means absolutely nothing to me. Hello, Rachel.
Hello, Dad.
How you doing?
I'm good. I finished dinner. I put everything away.
Nice. Thank you.
I had a protein shake. Not like the nice
The oak one?
The strawberry protein powder.
Ugh.
I liked it.
I hate strawberry protein powder. It's the worst.
It was okay.
The only time I've enjoyed strawberry protein powder was when I put it in some like natural Greek yogurt and I just flogged that with a bunch of blueberries as well. Throw that in a blender. That is the only time I've enjoyed the strawberry protein powder.
You did a good job.
I said good job like 4 times.
Can you get like a pat?
Can you get a pat? Rachel's a furry. Confirmed. Confirmed. But how much is each plate when you say 305? How much? Come on. Like, I can't calculate this thing. Plates have different... There's different... You could have little plates. You could have big plates. We have plates in my gym. You have 25 kilo red ones. You have 20 kilo blue ones. I think 15 kilos yellow, 10 kilos green, 5 kilos black. And then you have, like, the littler ones. Like, the little tiny ones. 20 kilos universal. So that's what? 20 kilos times 3, 60 times 2, 120 plus 20, 140. That's impressive. That's very high. That is a GG's. That's actually huge. But yeah, I think, bro, you cannot be a gamer with a girlfriend. Okay, buddy. Okay. My bad. Necrontic, do you do voice acting? That's cool, bro. I would love to get into voice acting. Sometime, like, soon in the future. Like, imagine just, like, my voice on, like, I don't know. Maybe they should get me in the Minecraft movie. That'd be fun, bro. That'd be fun. Look at Hypixel forum suggestions. There is one suggesting to increase melee damage for berserkers. That is a great idea for a YouTube video. I'm gonna do that. Mark my words. I'm gonna do a melee combat discussion. That's the next video. Mark my words. It's gonna happen. That's so good. What an idea. The true buzz. That's it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Rick, welcome. Yo, how we doing, man? How we doing? Anime character. Yeah, that could be fun. That'd be fun. Thomas, appreciate the follow. Welcome to the... Pardon me. Welcome to the community. Thomas, how you doing, man? Welcome to the game, Wally. Crochet, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome to the community, my friend. But yeah, tell me thoughts. What are the opinions on melee in the game? Do we feel like it's at a good place, at a bad place? What would you improve? What's its issues? Let's run through that. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. 185 Angus. That is beyond Olympic level. No. 185, that's... Angus, brother, if you are not making a career out of powerlifting, there is something wrong. There is something very, very wrong. 185 kilos on your chest. Holy smokes. My 1 rep max is 130, by the way. It's 130. Yeah, I was going to say 185, that's wild. Given you're in this, and you probably don't mind me asking, but there's no pressure to answer. What's your body weight? To be pushing 185 kilos, your body weight must be like, surely at least 100. That's wild. I personally love Berserk. I love Berserk. Interesting, Necrontic. Yeah. Well, keep me up to date, Necrontic, if you're doing any voice acting. I'd love to get involved. 6'6". Are you a Viking? Angus, are you a Viking? Buzz does not use term when I'm the Buzz. I hate my term. Do I looks max? I mean, I don't looks min. Samoan. Yeah, okay, that tracks. That tracks. I've seen some of the Samoans in the Kiwi rugby team. Bro, they are crazy massive. They are huge. That's a sad comment, but very accurate, Welly. Healer typically does equal cheater in M7. It's unfortunate, but like it's very, very, like very, very common. That's also going to be a video that I'm going to do at some point. So this is kind of a good time to update you guys on like where my content is going in the future. All right, see you later, Necrontic. This is a great time to tell you guys where my content is going in the future. In the past, like I love live streaming, right? I love live streaming, and I feel like the greatest way to grow as a creator is you need a mix. Like, I feel like as a live streamer, you still need to be making clips, you need to be posting stuff, and that's how you kind of, like, encourage people, lay the breadcrumbs to get into, there you go, no worries, Xander. That's how you lay the breadcrumbs to, like, bring more people into the community, right? That's the kind of the goal of growing as a content creator. I've been thinking about, though, where I want those edited clips to go, and I think something that I've been missing is I've been trying to copy in my, like, not fully copy, but I've been using kind of other content creators, like Skyblock content creators, and trying to, I guess, mimic their content. Like, I've been trying to do Ironman playthroughs. I had a little go at kind of doing, like, Skyblock news, like the way Duralius does. And I kind of just realized that my passion just wasn't in it, because it was something that someone else in the community had already done. Yes, I am Australian. I am Australian. Marley, thank you for the follow. Banana Man, thank you for the follow as well. The Ironman news, I tried to do like I started a series, and I literally did one of these things, and it was called 60-second updates, and I planned it to be on YouTube Shorts, and I was gonna do just like explain an entire update in 60 seconds, kind of like the too long don't watch like a 15-minute guide, just 60 seconds. This is how you do it simply. That was that. Because Mushroom Cow makes more money. Yeah, thank you very much for the follow as well. Welcome. So anyway, what I'm basically saying is, I tried a couple of different content things, and at the end of the day, my heart wasn't in it. I wasn't passionate about it. But what I am passionate about is yapping and giving my opinion on things. So, this video that I've just posted to YouTube is the first of many that I'm planning, and it's going to be a series that is basically just Skyblock commentary. And what I'm planning on doing is asking questions in stream, just as we're doing like normal gameplay in stream. I'll throw out the question every now and then. And then if we get like some solid opinions, some good discussion happening in stream, I'll use those points, use those topics to then create another like YouTube video that then talks about the issues, the problems, the solutions, the pros, the cons, the good, the bad, the ugly, right? Everything about that particular like topical issue. Lorella, greetings from Australia. Italy's pretty fun. That's chill. That's chill. The update is the potential max squad is 260. Dude. 260 kilos on your spine is actually crazy. This is Hypixel.net. I'm playing Skyblock. But the update is the Project Ironman update. So it hasn't dropped yet. We're basically discussing, because it was the way the admins, like, the way the admins even, like, dropped the teaser to it in the forum post, they were very, very careful, right? They didn't tell us much at all. In fact, there's a comment they made where they're like, yeah, oh my god, Repper. Repper's made it back, I love that. But anyway, the admins made a comment where they were like, look, we're hesitant to confirm anything. They said it was because there was a lot of technical issue with what they're doing, but I don't think it's technical. I think it's just community and trying to, like, manage the PR of the whole thing. Because changing Ironman is a massive deal. It's not a small thing. T5 Kudra, enjoy, Welly. Catch you later. No, I don't use Odin. 245 ping, Australia. Yeah, it just is what it is. No idea where to start on Hypixel Skyblock. First thing to do is join a community, bro. Join a community. Oh my gosh, I would love to M7 with you. Repper, please. That would be so much fun, man. I would really, really enjoy that. That would be such a throwback. Can I try to get my ping higher? No, I'm good. I'm good. It's enough. I'm currently using 3/4 Fermento. And then Ranch Boots. Pretty standard setup. 93 speed for those who are interested. Basically, I want to use my chat to make vids. You make it sound not as good, but yeah. Yeah. The way that I look at it is... Oh. Don't do that, Reba. The way that I look at it is it's not so much using my chat, but it's giving people the opportunity to join my chat to get their opinion in the YouTube video. I think it's using my platform, using the stream to develop conversation. Because if I just threw out my discussion points with, like, not asking people, I'm basically interviewing you guys, right? If I just threw out, like, my opinion, it would be incredibly biased. Even if I tried to, like, give a balanced opinion, I just would inherently have some kind of unconscious bias because I have my personal belief of how things should be in the game. That's pretty fair. So what I can do instead is ask you guys to contribute. And it's a wonderful thing because then you guys get to tell me where I'm wrong. Or maybe you agree with me and I feel a bit more confident about a certain point. And I think that arguments or discussions, they're not about just like dropping a point and being like, all right, that's a banger of an idea, moving on. It's about the development of the concept. So it's very easy to say, oh, the Ironman coin issue is a big problem. How do we fix it? But then, well, how do we fix it? You could do this thing, you could do that thing, you could do this thing. Like, there are 100 different potential solutions. Some that work better than others, some with different effects than others, some that cause another problem altogether. So I think that it is much better to be able to open up that conversation before I then release a video, because when you stream, it's live, right? You can be wrong. It's meant to be taken in the context of today. The problem with videos is I still have some guides from like 3 years ago sitting on my YouTube that I've just had to list as like, this doesn't work anymore in the title, you know? That's the impact, I think. How do I fast open armor menu? I use /equipment as a keybind. Genshin Impact. Bro took one game and was just like, no, I want more of a grind. Genshin Impact, I think, is the most grindy game in existence. Hey, Peter, what's up? Welcome. Make them private? No, I'd rather just get the views, Aaron. I'd rather just leave them up there. They're probably my better performing, like, videos as well. I'm not gonna take down my content. No, hell no, bro. Best way to get farming 60. Well, farming 60 is just about getting the gold medals. Wait till Finnegan. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. That's all right, Sam. No pressure. No worries, bro. All right, Nadim, what did you say? Sorry. Seems kind of inconsistent. It's valid, but I feel like sometimes people don't want to talk and just watch. Yeah, they don't have to, bro. You don't have to contribute to the discussion. Like I said, it's like when we're doing stuff, if the conversation's kind of like falling off, no one's chatting, you guys don't have to reply to me. Like, there's no obligation to talk in my chat. You can just watch. It's so fine. This is my Ironman profile, Ollies. This server is Hypixel.net, and the game I'm playing is Skyblock. What's up, Cam? Welcome back, bro. Good to see you, man. What am I doing? Punching potatoes. Punching potatoes and talking about the future of Ironman. Big conversation. What's up?
Does this outfit work?
No.
What doesn't work about it?
The shirt's unironed.
It's
And looks like it's just kind of flowy. The shirt's the problem, the skirt's fine.
It's linen.
I am Iron Man. That was a terrible click. Nuno, look at that. I missed many. Do you feel better now? Do you feel good about that? Look, I'm gonna miss some more. There you go. I missed a lot. I missed a lot there. You should let me know about that. I wish I was Thor. That'd be nice. Should you start an Ironman? I just posted a video on YouTube about this. That's what we're talking about today. Too long don't watch? Yes, you should. Ironman early game is great. I have no issues with the Ironman early game, right? I think that you speedrun to the Dwarven Mines and go to the end for combat. You've got Garden or Arachne for some early, like, pretty decent coins per hour, like, for an early, fresh profile. And then from there, what was the third thing? What was the third thing you can do on Ironman? I don't remember. But up until that point, things are chill. Even, like, early cat is, like, not too bad. It's pretty decent as well. Do I play Donut? No, never jumped on that. Do you need to grind to Plasma Flux for Slayers, or can you do other stuff? It's a tough question. I mean, you're gonna have to eventually. You could technically skip Plasma Nucleus and just go straight to Blaze Slayer, go for an SOS Flare, but I feel like it's just better to have, man. It's just better to have. How do you find communities? Well, you're here. Palomares, you are here. Welcome to the community. Now, I'm not saying this just to, like, reel you in and force you to join. But I think jumping on streams, jumping on particular discords, like the Ironman Sweats Discord, is one community, right? My stream is one community. So you can find friends here, you can find friends even in lobbies, right? But try and play with other players. I think that's a really important important thing. Because if you get stuck going to Party Finder for F7, you're cooked. You are genuinely cooked. Party Finder F7 is probably the single worst thing about Skyblock. Yeah. Look, that's a big call to make, but I think I'm gonna stick with it. I don't know if there's any worse part of Skyblock. What to you guys is the worst part of Skyblock? Maybe I'll make a video on it. Just using my chat as a think tank. I love you guys. Will I make a guild? I have a guild. I have a guild, Jackson. It's called Felts. Felths. Gem Scanner Clients. What's that, Noodle? I have no idea what that is. 2 parts to a driving test. Also, Mark, thank you for the heart me from earlier. Sorry, I forgot to say thank you. Driving test. Sorry. The chat's too quick. The actual driving and the test, you're doing the test tomorrow. Best of luck, bro. Best of luck. The way it works in Australia is you have to do the theory before you even get to drive at all. So you do the theory, and then you go on what's called like your learner's plate. And then after a year and like 120 hours, that's when you do the driving test. They make you do another theory test at that time as well. And then you do the driving test, and then you're good to go driving by yourself. Guild requirements, just don't be a bad person. What are we doing, Fred? We're chilling on a TikTok stream, man. I'm farming on Hypixel Skyblock. You're scrolling TikTok. We somehow ended up in the same place. Welcome. Welcome, bro. Green, what do you mean that doesn't make sense at all? Wally, what's up? Is it a good idea to get a G-Drag and turn before hype? A lot of people have. I got hype, then G-Drag. No. I got G-Drag first. I did G-Drag, then hype, then term. 120 hours New South Wales, 100 hours in Queensland. Yeah. But if you're 25, you don't have to do the hours. You just have to be, like, not bad at driving. Guild name, Felths. Felths. Felts. Oh, right, Fred. Yes. Yeah. F7 Party Finder is probably the worst thing about Skyblock. I don't think it is. I don't think I can think of anything worse. Nuno, thank you so much for those 2 roses, man. Appreciate you. Best money making mid game, farming and mining. That's all you can do on Ironman, dude. What is farming weight? I don't know how it's calculated, but it's the sum of all your farming collections, XP, and farming items, I think. What are the requirements? Yeah. It just is, man. What updates have there been forgotten? They released a pest update pretty recently, actually. So they added pest traps. So now there are traps that you can have that give you basically just additional pests. I think before you've been online, it's been a while, Rapper, they also just added the fact that pests spawn while you're offline now. So if you just don't rock up in the garden for an hour, a pest will spawn. Which is pretty cool. Motorcycle lessons. Motorcycles are so dangerous. I hope you have no crashes or accidents. They are much scarier than cars. Gotta wait till you're 24. Fair. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Nuno, thank you so much for the follow as well. Have I ever thought about creating a server? Like a Hypixel level server? I've considered it, man. Superior armor is so mid. So mid. Lucifer, welcome back, bro. Hello, Alfred. I don't know what that means, but great. Hello. Superior armor was outclassed by Shadow Assassin, which is then outclassed in turn by Necrons. And then outside the dungeon, you want Crimson armor for melee, Aurora armor for maging. So Aurora is kind of like the equivalent to Storm, outside of the dungeon, of course. And then Terra armor for bows. Dark Auction, 250 mil minus. Damn. Pricey. Nice. Jed, you know what? Just for you, I think it's time, chat. Just for Jed. If anyone's upset by this, you guys know who to blame. You know who to blame. Nobody mentioned it until you rocked up, Jed. This is all you, buddy. This is all you. I said at the very beginning of stream, I didn't. But let's pretend that I did. I said at the beginning of stream, I will leave the face cam the right way up until someone mentions it, and then we're cooked. And then, so Jed, we're cooked, bro. And it's all your fault. It's all your fault. I hope you sleep well tonight, man. I hope you sleep well. You've made everyone turn their phone upside down. All you, buddy. Tyler, what's up, man? Welcome back. Good to see you. Chat, why chat can explain why my face cam is upside down. There's a good reason for it, I promise. A good reason. Straight up a good reason. Bear, what's up? Welcome. Started Ironman 2 weeks ago. Nice, man. Welcome to the Ironman community. Good to have you, bro. What sword progression should you have outside of dungeons? And you're solid on the sword thing. There's not really an outside of dungeons sword progression. Like, they're just... You can't really get good swords outside... Oh, you can. I don't know how your money-making method is at the moment, Bear. But Midas Sword with 250 million coins bid is probably your best bet to get a sword outside of dungeons. But that's a lot of coins, 250 mil. Beyond that, early game, you should get a Void Sword if you haven't already from the end. I assume you're past that in 2 weeks. Raider's Axe is decent as well. I don't know if there is like a mid-game sword before the Midas Sword, chat. We've got Yeti Sword. Pigman Sword. Pigman Sword is just a long time with minions, though. Yeti Sword, I can see happening. I can see that happening. I appreciate you, Jed. Thank you for joining the community, man. Hey, chum, bro. It got you in my chat, dude. If it works, it works. I ain't gonna complain about it. Appreciate the follow, Jed. Who's mayor? Nah, Derpy's passed, Tom. Derpy's passed. It's currently Foxy mayor with Cole as a... Cole is the minister right now, I think. Where does Livid Dagger stand in the Ironman? Livid Dagger is floor 5, so I would say that that's kind of like, as you approach the mid-game, that's when you'd hit the Livid Dagger. But I would say just skip floor 5 altogether, go to floor 6, go for a Giant Sword. As a, like, level 393 Kata 49, I can true burrs with a Giant Sword. It's not even maxed. It's got 1 Master Star on it. Like, I have a really, really, like, underperforming sword, but it still works. Like, I can true burrs and pretty much one-tap, like, almost every mob and clear in M7, which is the highest dungeon floor. And I was doing that at, like, Kata 46. So I would say, Archie, thank you for the follow, appreciate you. I would say it's very, very important that you just skip Livid Dagger, skip Shadow Fury, don't bother about it at all. Go to floor 6 with, like, 3/4 Shadow Assassin armor and a Zombie Knight chestplate, and then you are good to go. Get your Giant Sword and move on. That's it. Tech, my face cam's not upside down. I live in Australia. That's probably the issue. It's because of gravity, and, like, the world's not flat, so what's right side up for me is upside down for you. It's very simple. It's not that deep. Have a good sleep, Chad. Thanks for jumping on, man. Catch you later. Yeah, Tech. Easy mistake to make, bro. Easy mistake to make. It's very, very, very common. Still on Void Sword? Okay. Nice. Yeah. I would recommend just going into dungeons, Bear. I would just go into dungeons. The beauty of progression with a sword in dungeons is once you get to floor 4, I think, you want to drop an Earth Shard. So from entrance, you can get a sword called the Dreadlord Sword. So that's very easy. You drop that from one of the mobs. Earth Shard, I think, is from floor 3 or 4. I don't remember, but it's floor 4 or 5 or probably floor 3 or 4. You can get the Earth Shard dropped from mobs. That's really good. Livid Dagger is 150 collection runs of floor 5. So that's a really good idea. What I recommend, do 150 collection runs of floor 5, even if they're not S, even if they're not S+. Obviously, you want to try, because you might drop it early, you might drop a Shadow Fury. But while you're doing those runs, you'll pick up at least 3/4 Shadow Assassin armor, which is really, really helpful for dungeons as well. You'll also probably in that time get your Zombie Knight chestplate. So then once you've done 150 runs of floor 5, you get that Livid Dagger for free. Don't even have to pay for it. That thing is free, right? So you drop that from the collections. Easy. Piece of cake. Move on to floor 6. Get your Giant Sword. Run into floor 7. Get your Necron armor. You're set, man. You are set. Whereabouts am I in Australia? I live in Sydney. Void Edge Katana worth getting for Slayers? Yes. Yes, you should do melee for E-Man Slayer. I personally do right-click mage because I'm skill issued and I'm silly, and I'm just so set up on that at the moment that I just there's no point me going back, you know? Do I have... Why are you just sitting there? Just not changing. That's cool. Bro is in Australia. Per gets me. Per gets me. Sai, what's up? Welcome to the stream, man. What's up? Not me. Buzz, how we doing, bro? How we doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cracker, I'm upside down, so you have an excuse to say hello in chat, man. That's why I'm here. Sai, appreciate the follow. Welcome to the community. Are you real, Tech? That's a good question. I think that's really up to you, dude. Mark, appreciate you. See you later, man. Have a good day, bro. Guess who got ratted? Not me. Not me. If it was you, that's an L. That's unfortunate. 60, Bill. That's crazy, Wally. GG's, man. PR, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you. Louis as well. Thank you for the follow there. Juju for F7 Unreal says. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, you could. You could leech dungeon XP. I would say just, like, push through the floors as quick as you can. And also, Bear, do not underestimate how, like, valuable it is to just push through floors early. Like, even if you're, like, arguably getting carried in boss, there's quite a few bosses, for example, floor 5 boss, that is literally just like a solo boss. Like, all you need is one person to nuke the livid, right? So there are bosses where you shouldn't really be doing anything. Also, tank is a really easy class to just push floors with. It's very, very easy to tank most early classes. Mana, Xander, my cam is the right side up. Just make sure your phone is not upside down. That's probably what's happened. I use Skytills, Skyhanny, NEU, Patcher, chat triggers, probably more. Probably more. But yeah, I think every day you get bonus Kata XP from the first 5 dungeons that you do as well. So that's worth it as well. But yeah, make sure you're using dungeon armor. That's like a huge thing. PR, thank you for the second follow of this stream from you. Following, just following over and over. I love it. It's great. Yes. See, Archie gets it. Thank you, Archie. I really appreciate that, man. Some people just don't understand, like, what it is to live in Australia. Biggest difference between Mushroom Cow and the elephant, let me show you. It is the Mushroom Eater perk on the Mushroom Cow. So that second perk, when you break a crop with the Mushroom Cow active, you actually get a free mushroom. Those mushrooms you can sell to the NPC for 10 coins a pop, which means every crop I break, I get an additional 10 coins. I lose a little bit of fortune, a tiny little bit of fortune, but it is so worth it for the coins. So worth it. PR with the third. Thank you, I guess. Arkid, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah. It's an Australian thing. It's not that deep, guys. Don't worry about whether the camera's flipped or whether the camera's not flipped. It's chill. Mining update was kind of fun. Pack is Skyline, Daniel. Pack is Skyline. You can get ratted on Ironman. They'll just get really upset that you're Ironman and they'll void everything. What happened with the mining update? They just did a massive overhaul. I'm pretty sure I can do it from here. So they just changed basically everything. It's no longer meta to do the mining speed boost repper. But instead, you use Maniac Miner, which basically gives you 1,000 fortune for 30 seconds. Which is kind of cracked, given that like my base fortune is something like 2,000. So it's like a 50% increase for 30 seconds. It is so goated. So goated. Yeah, hit full screen. It should fix it, Josh. Love that. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, Josh. Low taper fade. Yeah, that's not it. That's not it. Server is hypixel.net, Jacob. Or they delete profile? Yeah, that's worse. That's so much worse. A free 1 mil on Skyblock. What should you do with it? Gamble. Nah, you do whatever you want, man. Just throw it in the bank, Archie. You're chilling. You'll need it at some point. Yeah, a lot changed, Repper. A lot changed. They also added that you can get a thing called glossy gemstones from the mining fiesta. So you got glossy gemstone as well as refined mineral. So refined mineral is kind of like the normal thing. Bro, I have 374 million coins worth of refined mineral. That is so painful, bro. That sucks. That is genuinely so annoying. But yeah, they have glossy gemstone, which you can use to make glossy mineral armor. You can use it to get a thing called what do you call it? The Divan's powder coating, which gives you an additional 10 fortune on Divan's pieces, that kind of thing. Is the word crazy banned? Apparently not. Apparently not. I'm not upside down. You're upside down. Can I see my total top gifted? Probably if I go on my phone. I'll have a look for you, Oliver. I'll have a look. The biggest competition would be between Legolas and Lee, as well as yourself. I don't know if it has like all time as well, because like I did go to China. So let me see. Viewer ranking. How long does the viewer ranking last? I'm having a look. Can I do all time? It only gives me 60 days. In the last 60 days, where are we looking? Last 60 days, you are number 17, Oliver. Number 17. PR, thank you for number 6, I think. Young Dragon Armor gives good speed. That's true. That's true. Sometimes they just like, thank you, L. It is good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't think everyone wears Dragon Armor. Dragon Armor is just like a good, chill set. If you don't have a God Pot, Young Drag is really, really helpful. Peter, thank you for refollowing. It doesn't help if you refollow. Just don't do it. Last crop milestone. Yo, THL, congratulations, man. Rad, my camera's not upside down. I think you just picked up your phone the wrong way, bro. Easy mistake to make, bro. Very, very, very simple mistake to make. Very chill. Is bro Technoblade? You decide. I don't know, Ethan, man. I don't know. It's a weird TikTok trend where people like pretend like you're upside down. It's like the new your mic is muted. It's very... It's just a weird trend. I don't understand it, dude. I don't understand it. Hey, Jackson, what's up? Welcome. Welcome. Karen? I trust Karen. I trust Karen. Welcome to the stream, Karen. What's up, bro? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Repa, was that like... Do you have to rebuy the traps? What do you mean rebuy the traps? Like for pests? You have to upgrade them to get like the max one. But yes. You don't rebuy them like every time you use them. So the way that they work, I'll show you, bro. Karen, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Fen gets it. Fen gets it. Here's how they work, right? So you buy them one time, you buy the trap, then you upgrade it so that you get like the triple trap. You put a bait in it, and every time a pest rocks up, it's like a 15-minute cooldown or something. It'll take one bait away. So the trap itself, you don't have to rebuy. That would be like ridiculously expensive. I cannot be bothered to disrupt a hedgehog. I just seebs. I don't want to do it. But yeah, that's how they work. They're pretty simple. Pest traps are like very, very chill to figure out. Wouldn't stress at all. Turn my camera back, please. All right. All right. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. If we... What kind of challenge can I give you guys? What kind of challenge can I give you guys to fix the camera? What do we reckon? Did I get 100 mil gold? Mike, I got like 300-400 mil gold. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Ola, welcome. What am I sitting on gold collection? Rank 473, 406 mil. Yeah, I'm chilling. Repa, there is no way to increase the chance of getting field mouse. I use cheese because it's cheapest. And I just want pests. I don't really mind which kind of pest. Skyblock is not dead, Eric. Skyblock is not dead. A lot of people are very dramatic when they say this. They're like, oh, the server fell off. Oh, it's dead. Bro, I got problems with the server. I'm so vocal about my issues with the server. But I'm still here. I'm still playing it and producing content on it. Like, it's still a good server. It's definitely not dead. That is a premature time of death, you know? Like, it's not there yet. It's not there yet. Yo, we just maxed out cricket bestiary. That is very nice. I'd love to see that. That's plus like 0.4 fortune or something. Yay. Flip it. You flip it. Flip your phone, bro. Out of its prime. See, Eric, I would agree with you, but I actually feel like the future of Skyblock is really, really bright, dude. No, yeah, I need to turn off my Discord. Goodbye. There you go. Fixed. JM, webcam's not upside down. I just live in Australia. That's it. Yep, see, Plasma Fish gets it. That's the way. Dude, I've been getting spammed so much lately. There's like 2 or 3 people that just will not stop texting me. Good problem to have. I shouldn't be complaining about it. But it's like, at the point where it's like greater than 10 messages since I've replied, it's like, just settle and I'll get to it at some point. Like, if you text me more than 10 times, I don't know like how you guys feel about this, but if I get texted like more than, maybe even like more than 5 times in a row, I am just demotivated to open that message. I don't want to go through it because it's just too much brain power. Like, I know that I'm going to have to like actively read it and like think about it and respond. Whereas if you just send me like a couple of messages, like that's chill. I'm not stressed. So like I'll open it, I'll read it, I'll respond. It's very chill. What am I farming for? Content. Nah, kidding. I'm farming to get my potato milestone. And farming's just like really easy, like chill with. Legolas, thank you for the harmony. Appreciate you. It's just like a nice, fun way that I can have like chat interaction, but also like accomplish something in the game that doesn't really matter that much. One good YouTuber to come back. That'll be me, Eric. That'll be me. Jump on my YouTube channel. Link in my TikTok bio. I posted a very, very new kind of Skyblock content today. Very, very new kind of Skyblock. I'm going to be doing a series called Skyblock Commentary, where I basically just drop all the hot takes that I can about a certain topic. Give the pros, the cons, the wins, the losses, the W's, the L's. And yeah, just like create discussion. Because I feel like that's something that like Skyblock needs a bit more. I feel like there's a lot of community that goes to like Hypixel's page. Every single Hypixel post has a comment that says, when foraging update. Right? Like, I feel like those conversations never get responded to. And that's what makes the community even more fired up about it. So I think that it's really, really kind of positive for the community to then have a forum where they can just like actually have their opinion heard, responded to, and just like valued. You know, I feel like every time people like foraging when, and then the admins just like ignore the comment. It's like, great, I spent all these hours on this game and you do not care what I've said, you know? So that's what I think is going to be good for the community, and that's the hole that I'm trying to fill with my content. But yeah, I agree with Unicrontic. The player base like soared during COVID because everyone was at home with nothing else to do. You're on your Zoom class at school. You might as well be playing Skyblock at the same time. Like, no one was paying attention to those Zoom classes. And then the pandemic ended. Now people are outside. Grass exists again. So yeah, of course, it's definitely dropped compared to what it used to be, for sure. Turn cam back on 10k likes. Okay. We hit 10k likes, I'll fix the camera. That's fair. That's reasonable. And then every 5,000 likes, we'll flip it again. How about that? I think that's fun, because then we'll have, like, the haters in chat trying to flip the camera back. And then we'll have, like, those who just want a normal stream. Just waiting until... Alright, we got there. Alright, there we go. Done. I feel like that's fun. At 15k, we flip the camera again. Up to you guys. Up to you. If we don't ever hit 15k, the camera stays as is. Every 5. We're chilling. Yo, Rory, it's good to see you, Rory. Welcome. Good to see you. How you been, dude? No, gold is chill, dude. I get gold pretty much, like, from pests. It's ridiculously easy. I'm getting mushrooms because I'm using the Mushroom Cow Pet. Mushroom Cow Pet. It has a perk where every single crop I break, I get some more mushrooms. No, I have not listened to that song, Archie. Food is visiting my garden. Welcome. Opinion on co-ops. They're fine. I don't have an issue with them. Do you have an issue with co-ops, Gavin? Ari, welcome to the stream. Do I play other games? I'm planning to in the near future. I'm just... Yeah, the Skyblock is simple. It's easy. Do I want to join my co-op? Yeah? I don't know if I can. I'm pretty sure co-op ad is disabled. I don't think it's possible. My net worth, 31 bill on my solo Ironman profile. Drifty, sup? What's up? I'm up, actually. Now, I wasn't up earlier. We're good, though. Do I use a mod? I use a texture pack. Skyline. Yo, catch up. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I'm doing well, Drifty. I'm doing well. I dropped a YouTube video. I spent 2 days recording, scripting, recording, editing a YouTube video. Dropped that tonight. That's had a good response so far, so I'm very, very happy. So now we're just doing some chill potato farming this evening, which is pretty fun. Not too stressful, man. Very, very chill. Very, very chill. But yeah, we flip the camera every 5k likes. I should put like a little text thing that says that, actually. Here we go. Here we go. Let's make it a bit of a game. Text. Let's change that. Every 5k likes, we flip. Uh-oh. Apply. Here we go. I feel like no one can read that, though. Let's just do, like, normal text. Yep, that works. That makes sense. I like it. Moving on. That would be Patcha. That would be Patcha, Vin. Use Patcha, dude. Do I use foot pedals? No, I use my left hand. Why do I farm? It's just really chill. It's part of the game. I need to do it at some point, and it's good. Do I use specific hair products? I actually don't. I wash my hair less than I should. I wish that I could say that there's like a way that I do it, but it's literally just genetics and grease. Like, just natural oils that give it a bit of weight. Like, if it's freshly washed, what'll happen is it'll just like literally flop in front of my face. But after like a day or two of after I've washed it, it basically just like sits there, you know? And then I can move it around. I can change it. But like that's, as you can see, like that's just the natural part. I didn't do anything to make that the part. That's just where it goes. Like, I wish that I could give you like a better explanation, but it literally is just what it is. Oh, and welcome back. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My playtime, 3,400 hours. 3,400 hours. I said that to my girlfriend today. Last night. So last night I was editing the YouTube video, and I got my partner to watch it, my girlfriend, and she got to the part where I mentioned my playtime, and she paused the video and she turned to me and she's like, Dan, you gotta stop. That's not, So we don't talk about my playtime too loudly, because that's a bit of a topical issue in my household right now. A little bit too much. A little bit too much, apparently. Yeah, Golden Head, 250 hours, not bad. Not bad. Do I know Zenergy? I'm actually friends with Zenergy on Skyblock, on Hypixel. They friended me out of nowhere when I was streaming one time. It's not concerning. It's not... Do a playtime check. But I have actually never spoken to Zenergy. I don't actually know them. What's everyone else's playtime? How does it compare? How does it compare, man? I feel like it's not too bad. Over 3 years, like 1,000 hours a year. It's justifiable. Yo, Wally, no way. We're on the same playtime. Archie's on 20 minutes. That's not ideal, dude. That's not ideal. Oh wait, on Twitch. I am live on YouTube and TikTok at the moment. Sometimes I do Twitch as well. Links to all that stuff is in my link tree in my TikTok bio if you're interested. Legolas is on 2K, but technically 4K. Fair. 5 years. Dude, Wally, you're an OG. That's wild. 300 hours across 3 accounts. Yeah, see, I only play one account, Necrontic. I only play one account. So I don't have to add other stuff. Actually, can you just like check your playtime on the profile management? You can check age. I don't think you can check profile. Ew, 2,750 Skyblock gems for a profile slot's crazy. Damn, we got a few OGs in chat. 2 months after it came out. 15 profiles. Why? Why do you need that many profiles, dude? Like, did you get wiped, ratted, or like everything in between? 15! That's intense. Like, that's not casual. 15 profiles. Dude, one's enough for me. We got nothing out of that field mouse. That's okay, though. It happens. All right, let's clear visitors. See if we can get something good. Tammy. Cactus. Fearmonger. Pumpkin. Gimli. Wheat. Sargwin. Wheat. Banker. Cactus. Not too bad, man. Not too bad. I'm also going to go to the desk. I don't have a cookie active because it's expensive, dude. But on the garden, you don't need a cookie active to sell to the NPC. You just go /desk, and then you can sell everything. It's great. It's literally like having access to the cookie. So good. I love it. What's the update about? It is the future of Ironman. Big topical issue. Big updates happening to the Ironman game mode as a whole in the near future, man. Big updates happening. It's very, very cool. Cookies are cheap? Dude, what are you talking about? No, they are not. You're the first person to tell me that cookies are cheap right now. There's absolutely no way that that's true. Am I on Ironman? Yes. Yes, I am. 9 tier 11 diamond minions for 1.5 years. Love that. Learning F7 boss room. Yeah, you go visit, what are they called? Crimson. Do that. I'm pretty sure that's them. But they have an explanation of F7 boss on their island. Pretty sure that's them. Should you try it, Legion? Yes, absolutely. So I posted a YouTube video on this recently today, and I keep self-promoting it, so sorry for those people who are, like, hearing me talk about this YouTube video until the end of time. But I posted a YouTube video today on Ironman. One of the, like, points that I covered on that video was, should you start an Ironman now? Should you wait for later? Should you ever do it? And basically what I said in that video, like, I could force you to watch it, but you're here already. What I basically say is the early game of Ironman is so good right now, right? It is so easy to progress in the early game. It really does hook you well. And then after a little bit, after you hit kind of the mid game to late game, that's when the problems occur. That's where the things that they need to fix about Ironman are really happening. So should you start Ironman? Yeah. It'll take you like a good couple of 100 hours to get to any point that needs an update. You've got at least 500 hours of content sitting there. Like, pretty decent stuff. Maybe, like, if you're very efficient, a little bit less than that. But it's pretty good. Hey, Oscar, what's up? Am I Swedish? No. 15k likes, you know what happens. That's it. Done. All right. At 20k likes, we flip it back, chat. At 20k likes, we flip it back. Wilmot, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you. You have no friends that play Skyblock? You got friends here, man. That's the point of making communities, dude. Hello, food? Ah, that's fair, Josh. That's fair. Do I know when the Ironman W is coming out? No, I don't. No, I don't. The reason why I posted the video is because before it comes out, before they do all of that, we got to talk about it, man. We got to talk about it. I feel like the biggest issue that the admins have when it comes to this update is they don't know how the community is going to respond to that. And the reason why I say that, the reason why I know that that thing is true, is because they will not actually tell us what's happening in the update. They said, "Oh, we don't want to talk about it. We're telling you that it's going to happen. We don't want to confirm anything because technical difficulties." There ain't no technical difficulties. There might be some. I don't know. I don't code. But it's definitely community communication stuff, for sure. For sure. Do I know my camera's upside down? It's not. It's not. It's just, I mean, maybe if we hit 20,000 likes, it won't be. I don't know. You tell me. We'll wait and see. We will wait and see. Technical difficulties. A kangaroo spider hacked TikTok. Oh, I love that, L. Love that. Yeah. Ironman mid to end game is genuinely just coins. It's way too coin reliant. Like, for a game mode that was meant to be, like, absent from the economy, for a game mode that was meant to not be about coins, it is really just about coins. And it's crazy to me that people think that that's a good thing. Like, it is crazy to me when I, like, talk about updates. People are like, yeah, but it's meant to be a challenge. No, it's a good thing. You should. It's worth spending 200 hours farming for an accessory that gives 32 magical power. Very, very important that that challenge remains in the game. Don't make it any easier. It should be a challenge. That's crazy to me, bro. It is actually crazy to me. Like, that is just not good game design. Just bluntly. It's crazy. Oh, I love this comment. Check. I hope that you, like, stay in stream for my response to this. Because, oh, brother. Oh, brother. That is like one of my favorite comments to get, man. You actually have made my day. All right, chat. Chow has said, don't waste your life on a game. That hurts, man. That hurts. I wanted to play this game, bro. I've put effort into my day. I've done a bunch of productive things. I've jumped on of an evening, and I'm playing a little bit of Skyblock, and I think that's okay. But more than that, you're scrolling TikTok. We're on the same level, man. We're both doing some form of entertainment, right? One person's form of entertainment is punching potatoes. Another person's form of entertainment is going through short form content on TikTok or going through some live streams and enjoying themselves in that respect. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. If you guys want to scroll TikTok, that's a great thing. Enjoy it. Have your downtime, right? Take the escape from reality. It's a good thing. So long as you don't go a little bit too far, okay? But that's up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to watch TikTok. But don't come at me for gaming. Brother, wake up. Wake up. What do you mean? I love receiving those chat messages. I really do. They make my day. How I serve, Spaceman? No. John, thank you very much for the follow. Finn, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate you. Hawk, hello. Welcome. Welcome. Good to see you. Do I have a mod for list item? I don't know what you mean, Huracan. I'm sorry, bro. Kangaroo spiders go crazy, man. They go absolutely crazy. Hawk Tour, that's it. That's the one. If I wasn't streaming, there's no way this could be fun. This is actually a good comment as well. So Kat has said, if I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't be having fun right now. And that's true. That's true. This is one of the biggest problems with the game, like, as it is. The tedious grinds, if you do them, like, by themselves without any, like, additional entertainment, not that fun. Not that fun. But, that said, the good thing about the tedious grinds is it allows me to put my full attention into streaming. It allows me to do something that's kind of like the equivalent of Subway Surfers to hold your attention, while I can actually then provide real content and interact and answer your chats. Do I do college advice? Hit me, Krim. Go for it, bro. Yo, Kelvin, what's up? Spaceman needs mushroom. Brown mushroom. Maxed in farming. Do I have accessories for farming? What do you mean, CJ? The accessories? Like foot pedals? No. Skywalk level 393 on Ironman. Necrontic is on my island. Hello, Necrontic. I didn't see you join. First of all, not using creative. Good luck, Jean. What do you need, dude? What do you need? If your friend has a hype and he lets you borrow it, is it boosting or is it allowed? If you guys are in a co-op, it's fine. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there could be any issue. There's no problem. The only problem would be if you're in a co-op, but then they give it to you from a different profile that's not in the co-op. So if you're co-oped with them, but then they give you from a different profile in the co-op, then that's the issue. That's the problem. Because then it becomes they're boosting your co-op that they're a part of. I think that's the only issue. So if you're co-oped and they give it from like a different profile, that's a problem. Ethan, my cam is I live in Australia. There's nothing I can do about it, dude. I feel like giving friends stuff is fine though. That shouldn't be like an issue. Yeah, Nami, my Twitch community, they call me the Australian Chris Hemsworth. They call me the Australian Chris Hemsworth. That's genuinely what they call me. All the time. All the time. What did Krim ask? I missed the message. Co-op boosting is also bannable? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't do that. Don't do that. What should you do for college? Should you pay it all at once later on or put a piece on your paycheck? Firstly, I'm not allowed to give financial advice. So, yeah, I thought this was going to be like, which college degree should I choose? I can't offer financial advice. That's just like illegal for me to do in Australia. What I can say though, because I actually used to be an accountant, what I can say is that there are plenty of financial advisors you can go ask. But if you just run like a calculation, like have a look at what's the interest, have a look at like what you could do with that money if you weren't putting it into, like if you weren't paying up front. It's all about like opportunity cost. And loosely, in like a hypothetical situation, opportunity cost is the concept of the next best alternative. So if I say have like 1,000,000 Skyblock coins and I spend it all on an armor set, I no longer have those coins. And so the opportunity cost is, well, what if I could have spent it on a different armor set? Or I could have spent it on a sword instead, or I could have spent it on a potato hoe. So that's opportunity cost as a concept. So that's kind of all you have to have a look at. Now, I don't know your individual situation. I don't know kind of the effect of doing one thing or another, and I am legally not allowed to advise you one way or the other. But I would just have a look at the opportunity cost and think to yourself, what's going to benefit you in the long run? Consider the interest. Consider just all the factors is the best advice I can give you. But like I said, I can't offer any actual specific advice, just to weigh up the options with all factors considered. What's my farming fortune? Good question. Good question. Let me figure that out. Nearly 1,500 farming fortune and 310 potato fortune. So in total, 1,808. 1,808 is what I'm looking at. How much do I make per hour? Like 14 mil. Not good. I enjoyed the mountaintop update. I actually really did. I thought it was great. I thought it was really, really good. But yeah, we don't know when the Ironman update's coming out. I wish that I did, but I really, really don't. Pallet, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome. Nicholas! What happens when you use Bountiful on... Bountiful? Oh, you're talking about on the hoe. Yeah, yeah. So I have a Bountiful Melon Dicer. Here. And the Bountiful bonus is you get 10 farming fortune, which is kind of just mid. Like, it's not very good. But the benefit that you get is that there's 0.2 coins that you get per crop. Thinking about, like, how many crops you break, that actually does stack up. It actually really does stack up, and it becomes quite a material number. So Bountiful is just better. Oh, that's rude. That's rude. Pretending to be a pest. I got, chat. I got. Why are we farming potatoes? Stony, welcome. Callan, thank you for the follow. Stony, welcome. We're farming potatoes to hit milestone. Fair question. Fair question. Absolutely no problem with asking questions, even if they might seem silly. Completely fair question. I'm farming potatoes because on the server that I play in the garden, we have a thing called garden milestones. So you have these crop milestones here. The maximum milestone is 46. So I got 46 in wheat, 46 in melon, and in netherwort. And potato currently sitting at 40. So I need to get that all the way up to 46. And then I can move on to the next crop. So I'm going to do that like 10 times. Which is a bit unfortunate, but we'll get there. Alright, chat. 25k. You know what happens now. We upside down again. Server Hypixel.net. I'm playing Skyblock. Very, very popular game. Very popular server as well, I might add. Alright, let's move my angle. Try to get exactly 90. There we go. We're good. I'm not doing PVs. That's not happening. Isaac, yeah, I am still farming. This is the way of the stream. Way of the stream. Still need the time charm. Legion, it's not that difficult to get. You just gotta run through like Wizard Man a couple of times. Do I have RNG from Field Mouse? Almost. Almost. I have 3. I don't know if I carry them in my backpack anymore. I have 3, maybe 4 squeaky toys somewhere. I might have put them back on my island. Yeah, I can't find them. Hello, rat. Farming mod, Patcher and Sky Hanny. Yo, Hector, thank you for the 2025. And Rory, thank you for the heart me in 2025 from earlier as well. Appreciate you, bro. You can tell I'm in Australia? Yeah, I know. I know. Isn't that great, chat? Isn't that great? I should just, like, tattoo my forehead. Australian. No, that would be a terrible idea. That would be an absolutely terrible idea. Had to drive to the hospital? What? What for? Why? Are you like okay? That's intense. Connect 4, I just did a bunch of times until it worked. I didn't get a guide. I just did it like, admittedly more than I thought I should have. I did it like 12 times to win 4. That was it. Sorry, David. What'd you say, man? Sometimes messages just don't go through. I literally cannot see a message from you, David. Yeah, literally, I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing. It must have been blocked by the TikTok mod. 5 mouse mat, no toys. I got only the squeaky toy. Literally. ChatGPT is dumber than Wizardman. That's so funny, Wally. That's so funny. Hypixel made a better AI than ChatGPT? There's no way. Do I use Soupy? No. No, I don't. I don't. That's so funny, though, Wally. That is actually hilarious. I was not aware of those. I was not aware of those. But that's great. That is so great. Hello, Chris. Yeah, we chill. It is what it is. But yeah, David, your messages still aren't coming through, man. So if you... I don't know. Try type it in less angry words, maybe. TikTok is a very... it's a very sensitive mod. Should you grind bestiary for combat XP? Depends how close you are and what your bestiary is at. I feel like combat XP is best done solo floor 6. That's like a win, dude. Look how delayed my replenish is. I love Australian ping. Hello, Rachel. Good night. Good night. Hello, Charlie. You didn't type it angry. Okay. There could just be like one word that it just doesn't like, man. Like sometimes it doesn't like it. Hey, Dim, what's up, bro? I'm in Australia, yes. Legion, appreciate the follow. Welcome to the community, Legion. Early game? Yeah, there's probably a lot of bestiaries that you can take advantage of then, Necrontic. You like Terraria? You're in the right place. A Minecraft stream. I'm happy for you. Potatoes about 14 mil. I don't do it for the coins. The coins are just like an added bonus. You don't make that many coins potato farming, dude. You just don't. I do it just because I need to hit milestone. I just need it. Yo, Leo! Welcome to the stream. Good morning, my friend. Do I have chat triggers? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Game, Minecraft, server, hypixel.net. Game within that, Skyblock. Bro, my ping is 469. That's just rough. Thank you for the follow, Oscar, and 3 emojis. I don't know. I can't see what those emojis are. I'm sorry. You got a new co-op. How do you up their combat level? That's actually a good question. How do you carry combat XP? The best thing to do is get them to do a Slayer quest, and then you kill their minis, and then they end the Slayer quest before they actually get enough combat XP to spawn the boss. It's a bit of like a complicated method, but like the easiest way to carry someone else in combat XP is to go do like the 9,000 Enderman in the end, at the bottom of the end, and then get them up so they can spawn tier 4. So you'll have to kill a tier 1, 2, and 3 for them. And then just kill the minis. Kill the minis, then they cancel the quest, they restart the quest, kill a bunch more minis. Easiest way to share the combat XP. Flip? Indeed. Dude, I was about to be so slow, we do a double flip. There we go. Done. 5k likes, we flip again. There you go, 40. You're chilling, bro. Glaciate Walkers is pretty easy as well in the beginning. Yeah, that's chill. Glaciate Walkers and then Enderman. Bro, the OGs know them as Ice Walkers. For the longest time, I just couldn't wrap my head around calling them Glaciate Walkers. Because when you do bingo, like bingo meta used to be to get Glaciate armor from the Ice Walkers. So I killed like probably 6,000 or 7,000 across like 5 or 6 bingos. Like actually crazy. But yeah, pickaxe on Glaciate Walkers is pretty... Yeah, they are called Glaciate. Yeah, I couldn't remember which one's the right one for a second there. Ryan gets it. That's chill. New powder gas farming? I don't know. I don't like it. But I do like the fact that... There's a lot of setup. But I do like the fact that powder ghasts are now like actually functional in the game. Whereas previously like they were genuinely useless. They were so useless. I made a YouTube video explaining how to spawn them like a year ago. Because I was like, this is just a dumb mechanic that no one's done a tutorial on yet. I should. Text bag is Skyline. Crop is best crop for money. Melon. Best crop for farming XP. Mushroom. Lunetta, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. IGN, tell_tail_heart. It's also in my TikTok bio. And above my head is probably the easiest thing. Yeah. Skyline. I think. Resource packs. Yeah, Skyline. That's the one. If you just Google it, it should be on... I got the link off a YouTube video from memory. I like it. Why still no level 400? Because I'm just bad at the game. True. I mean, it is technically reversed. It is technically reversed, but same. Dom, welcome to the garden. What armor for farming? Depending on like what your farming level is, the max armor is Femento, but you always have Rancher's boots on because you need to be able to set your speed exactly to 93. So Rancher's boots is the W, and then you'll have Femento, leggings, chestplate, and helmet. The base set, I think, is Melon. So you get Melon, then you upgrade that to Croppy, then you upgrade your Croppy into Squash, you upgrade your Squash armor into Femento. Yeah, you're welcome, Gavin. Enjoy, bro. Enjoy. Do I have visitors on? Yes, I have 2 visitors right now. Yo, Jed, welcome back, dude. Welcome back. Darius, g'day. How we doing? I'm not even level... I know, I'm not even level 440. I'm actually skill issued. I should do a video on why Garden is awful. True. You're welcome, Linus. Did you enjoy the video? It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. I hope that people, like, agree. A lot of people flame me for, like, saying what I say. Why do I not stream on Twitch? Dude, I literally streamed twice on Twitch last week. Literally twice. Victor, yes, I'm on Ironman. Darius, thank you for the follow. Breezy, thank you for the follow as well. Oh, Dom's in the YouTube. I missed that. For E-Man minis and Rev 5 minis, you need the same level of boss completion, so kill the tier 4 minis. For XP, you need the tier 4 comp. Yep, that's valid. That's valid. Just carry the Slayers. That's probably the easiest thing you can do for combat XP. My favorite crop? Honestly, I reckon Netherwart. I just like the fact that it uses soul sand instead of, like, dirt. It just makes it unique and fun. Best for beginners? You can buy it from the desk. The best hoe for beginners is the Advanced Gardening Axe or the Advanced Gardening Hoe. So you buy for 5 copper the basic one, and then you can upgrade it into the advanced one. And then that just gives you Replenish, which is really, really nice as a beginner farmer. Replenish is such a goated enchant. Replenish is the reason that these potatoes are just like continually replanting themselves. Otherwise, if I didn't have the Replenish enchant, they would not replant. I would have to manually replant them, and that's bad. Why are you at the hospital, Isa? I don't understand. Are you okay? Is someone you're looking after not okay? Why are you there? Am I on any leaderboards? I am actually. Not intentionally, just by playing the game. I'm nearly getting kicked off the Umber and Tungsten leaderboard. I used to be on Glayside as well when the update first dropped. And then I'm ranked 473 in gold, which I don't think I'll ever drop off. I feel like I'll stay in top 1,000 for gold for a very long time. Because there's no one who needs to get 1 bill anymore. Oh, sorry, I don't think it came through. I was watching and I scrolled back because you just kind of dipped. But, yeah, maybe I missed it. Sorry, bro. Any tips for getting into accounting? That's a good question, Rory. That is a good question, man. I appreciate that you agree with a lot of what I said, Linus. I really, really do, man. How long did it take me for hype? Like 400 hours. More. Like 1,000. Like 1,000 hours. How to... What was the question? Get into accounting. Most people do it like a uni or a college degree. So it's usually like a 2 or a 3-year degree. In Australia, it's a 3-year degree. And then during that degree, you can do a thing called an internship. Sometimes that'll be unpaid. Sometimes it'll be paid. If you're doing an unpaid one, I would recommend that you don't do it for very long. But sometimes doing like a 2-week or a 1-week just kind of unpaid placement can actually teach you a lot and be really just like a nice little extra bit on the resume compared to someone who has no work experience at all. So I wouldn't exclude it as a concept, but know your worth. I personally hate the idea of unpaid internships. But then again, if like someone's taking the time to teach you things that like they don't need to teach you, it's less of an internship and more of like just another subject. You know what I mean? So it does make some sense, but when it becomes like just unpaid labor versus unpaid internship, it's a very risky balance. So look out for that. But could be value in it. And yeah, so while you're doing your degree, you'll be doing like a little bit of work experience, and then you kind of use that work experience, then get another job. After you finish your like degree, your tertiary education, what often happens is you'll then be asked to do like a postgraduate course. So usually that's either the CPA, which is Certified Practicing Accountant, I think, or the CA, which is the Chartered Accountant. Both of them have value for different reasons. I think Chartered Accountant is more for Australia and New Zealand, and CPA is more global. I don't know if that's right, though. You can do your own research. But you basically just, after your uni degree, you do another degree. But often you'll be working full-time when you do that second kind of postgraduate course. And that's just like a very intense version. Kay, thank you for those 15 roses. I appreciate you for that. Should you ruin everyone's night, Jed? Should you? Should you do it? I don't know, man. I don't know. Do I need to flip? Yeah, flip time. Okay. Okay. It's done. It's done. Another 5k likes. We get to 40k. And then we're back to normal. Should you buy or drop a handle? You should drop it, dude. You should definitely drop it. You should absolutely drop it. Haven't I been farming garden for a while now? Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. You know why? You know why I farmed garden for so long? Because the admins decided to make the, like, milestone average thing stupidly difficult. Admins just love tedious grinds. This is what I cover in my recent YouTube video that you should definitely go watch. Check out the link in my TikTok bio. But yeah, this is just what I'm kind of forced to do. But like I said, I try to find the positives. The good thing about farming is I can put my full attention into stream, which is a win. I really enjoy it. It's good. Don't be techno. I never will. Don't worry. I literally never will. How do I get so much farming fortune? Well, you're in squash and I'm in fermento. Additionally, I'm using the Mossy Reforge, which is another 30 farming fortune per. I'm also using Pest Dominator 4, which isn't max, but that's another 8 farming fortune per piece. I'm also using Perfect Peridot, which is 10 Perfect Peridot. I've got my visitors done. Green Thumb 5. I'm not finished in visitors, but like I have a few. Rooted, recombed. That's probably it. Potato Hoe is not like crazy, but I've got like Harvesting 6. I've got Turbo Potato 5. Cultivating 10. That's probably the biggest difference. But yeah, Squash to Fermento, Reforges, Mushroom Cow, and a bunch of Strength. That's also it. Best beginner money-making method, I would say, is Arachne, honestly. I would say Arachne. Julius, this is Hypixel.net, dude. Brandon, welcome. And now you've interacted with Skyblock on TikTok, you're going to just be like, your feed is going to be pummeled in the near future, Brandon. I hope you're excited. You're going to just be getting Sky Talk left, right, and center, dude. If you scroll now, I promise you, within 10 scrolls, I'll be back. Give it a go. Just, you'll be back. I promise you. And when you come back, let me know. Just keep going until I reappear. I will. I trust the algorithm. You should do it. Is it worth getting into farming? Yeah, if you're looking for like a passive, tedious skill that requires very little input. If you got like a series that has like 12 seasons that you're really getting stuck into on Netflix, dude, farming's goated. Farming is goated for just like passively existing in the game. The problem with it though is that like if you don't have a 12 season like series to watch on Netflix and you're actively trying to progress, it's really, really painful and tedious. Brandon, I also only like dungeons. It's just as an Ironman player, I have to do this. All right, 40k. Thank you for all those likes, team. That means we flip the screen yet again. We flip. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying the 5k challenge. I think it's good. It keeps it fresh, you know? It keeps it fresh. Do I have a hype? I have 2.
I am genuinely so happy.
3 times, Darius? I told you, dude. The algorithm just locks you in, man. Once you interact with the stream, like, you just get locked in. Team Big.
So happy.
Definitely Team Big. Yo, Seth, thank you for those 5 roses. And Stony with a super GG. Thank you, Stony. I appreciate you. Dom, you never see Sky Talk videos. You just gotta interact with a couple, man. Once the algorithm gets the flavor, gets the scent of Sky Talk, bro, you can't get away. You will never leave. You will never leave. Goated, Jed. Absolutely goated. Good flip, man. Good flip. Time for dungeon for recombs and some money for Mossy. Yeah. Yeah. Mossy's kind of just unfortunately rare. Very, very difficult. You're welcome, Roy. Anytime, man. Anytime. If I do, like, if you, like, have further questions, feel free to flick me a message as well. Or catch me next live. I'm live, like, often enough. I was going to say all the time, but I'm like, that's not true. That's not true. Does farming generate a lot of money on a non-Ironman? Not comparatively. But that said, farming is probably, like, the easiest skill to do passively. So a lot of normal players will even do farming anyway because they can do it while watching a stream, scrolling TikTok, doing anything. Right? Farming is so low input and low stress that, like, you can do it practically while you're asleep. Like, don't macro. That's a bad thing. Macroing is bad. Don't macro. But you can do everything up until macroing, basically. Like, it is so minimal input required. It's brilliant. It's so chill. Bazaar also just, like, increases coins per hour. What's my farming fortune? About 1,808 with potato, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 1,808. So 1,492 base, 310 potato. That's with mushroom cow as well. Class and cattle level, I play burrs. I play burrs, Stino. In fact, I don't just play burrs, I play true burrs, bro. I play true burrs. So I got cat of 49, working on that cat of 50. We're gonna get there very soon. My main class is burrs, burrs 47, healer, solid 41, mage, casual 42, archer, casual 42, tank 42 as well. So you can see that burrs is definitely the class that I main, especially my M7 runs. Peak with the follow, thank you. Welcome to the community. Moon, welcome to the community as well with the follow. All right, see you later, Rory. You're welcome, bro. Yo, Raphael, good to see you, man. Did I have a good start to the new year? Hell yeah, I did. Hell yeah, I did. Which farming's better, potato or mushroom? Good question, man. Good question. Mushroom's better for XP. I feel like potato's slightly better for money. Slightly better. I don't know. Yeah. True Buzz is pretty... Yeah, sorry, I still haven't seen the message come through. I don't know if TikTok blocked it or anything. That's that. I cannot I4. This is like probably my worst feature when it comes to my gameplay skill. I can't I4. I don't have a Phoenix and I don't have a Spirit Mask. That's my... I know it's a throw. Yes, I use a giant sword. A 6-star giant sword to True Buzz. Like, that's crazy. It's wild. I'm not even using a claymore, and it's 6-starred. It's not even good. Imagine, like, rocking up to, like, an M7 party as an archer with a 6-star Terminator. Imagine trying to get into a party with a 6-star Terminator. I'm out here with, like, the Juju equivalent of melee weapons, rocking a 6-star giant sword. It works, though. It works. Jones, thank you for the heart, for the 10 roses, and for the 6 roses after that. I appreciate you, Jones. Thank you, dude. You're welcome, Peck. Midas is decent, but Midas doesn't have swing range. So if you're going to do True Buzz, swing range is a pretty important... Sorry, I was reading chat. Swing range is really important. Very, very, very important. Yo, Jones, thank you for the finger heart, man. Appreciate you. What armor am I using? Yeah, once I get Phoenix, I'll learn I4. 3/4 Femento and Rancher's Boots. Thoughts on sand farming? What is that, Darius? What is that? Explain. What is this? What is this method that I've not been made aware of yet? I do decent damage, but like not as good damage as Terminator in terms of DPS. Not even close. Oh, you want to see me miss one? There you go. I missed many. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy, ma'am. Look at this. Look at all these potatoes I'm missing. It's over. It's over for me. Good night. Will Ironman get an update from in-endgame? Yes. Yes. Go watch my YouTube video, man. We talk about it. 33 minutes of content, of edited opinions. Oh, it's good. It is good. Giraffe is good for budget bears, apparently. Interesting. I use Necron, Diamond Necron head, Necron chestplate, Necron leggings, Maxwell boots. That's your name? That's kind of wild, dude. That's kind of wild. Ah, Ducky was going to give me 10,000 billion coins. That deserves an F. That's unfortunate. Bro is going to, like, make me the #1 net worth in this game. But I'm Iron Man, so they'll have to keep it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, dude, Fermento is just objectively the best set. The only difference between setup for crops is that you just change the tool that you're using. So for pumpkin, you use the pumpkin dicer. For potato, you use the potato hoe. Like, that's it. That's it. How much am I making now? About 14 mil. Shovel enchants. Look, I technically have Pesteminator 5. I mean, I don't. I use Pesteminator 4. But that's because I'm stacking Pesteminator books. See, I have a bunch of Pesteminator 4s. I'm stacking them for when I make pest armor, because I'm going to give pest farming a go in the near future. So, just for, like, something a little bit different. I feel like pest farming just requires a little bit more effort, and it gives me significantly less crop milestone. Should do a dungeon stream? Don't worry, Peter. I will soon. I will. My biggest goal on this profile right now is to get the Dark Claymore. So running M7 is my priority. So that'll happen soon. How to start Skyblock? It's so confusing. Jump on my YouTube and have a look at the new Skyblock player guide. That is what's going to help you. It explains how to use the Skyblock menu. It explains what skills are. It explains what minions are. It is like base knowledge that most players in the community already know. And it can be really scary starting Skyblock. I totally get it, man. That is the function of that little playlist. So jump on my YouTube, new Skyblock player guide. That's the playlist you want to have a look at. This is Hypixel Skyblock indeed. It is indeed. What do I do on Hypixel Skyblock for fun? Get mad at how much dungeon chests costs. That's my favorite thing to do in Hypixel Skyblock. Genuinely amazing. Nah, but realistically speaking, I just stream, man. Whenever I stream, whatever I'm doing is fun. That's kind of just the biggest learning that I came to in the game. Like, if I play the game like by myself off stream, it's nowhere near as fun as jumping on and kind of having a conversation with you guys while I'm just chilling out or doing skills. Like, I can be doing the most exciting thing in game, but if I'm not live, like, it's just not that cool to me. But when I'm live, what I get to share with you guys, like, it's fun. And I don't say that to be like wholesome stream. Like, genuinely, it's just not as exciting when I'm not live, man. I enjoy being live. I love the conversation, the reaction, the interaction. It's great. It's so much fun, man. The greatest thing about this game is just the overall community. Squeaky toy, dude. I just cannot get the mouse mat, bro. I cannot drop the mouse mat. It's impossible. It's unfortunate, but it is so painfully difficult. Anyway, we got a squeaky toy. I guess I gotta be happy with that. It's somewhat of a W, but yeah. What did Jets have in my giant sword? Absolutely, I'll have a look. Where did I put that thing? I put it here? Nope. Should be in my... Here we go. I'll put it in the middle so you can actually, like, see it. Alright, giant sword. Soul Eater. Very important. Soul Eater 5, Champion 10. What else is important? Smite 6, Vampirism, and Siphon. Siphon 4, Vampirism 6. Very, very important. If you want to take a screenshot, now is the time. And we're putting that away. But yeah, the reason why Siphon 4, or Siphon 5 if you can afford it, and Vamp 6 is so important is because you want healing as a Burz. As a true Burz especially, you want healing. So every time you hit a mob, every time you kill a mob, that's Vampirism. Every time you hit a mob, that's Siphon. Very, very important. One for All is very bad. One for All is simple, but it's very, very bad. Like, you don't get that much of, like, a DPS advantage at all. It's just objectively bad. Is mining even worth going for? You will at some point have to do it, K. If you use Ironman, like, you will at some point have to do it. Steno, I would agree with you, except the thing with, like, true Burz is you are literally running into mobs. The thing that a lot of people who don't play Burz, like true Burz, get is that when you're an archer or you're a false Burz using a term, you don't really get damaged because you're standing like half a room away from most of the mobs. You're not running into the mobs and then shooting them when you're right in front of them. You're shooting them from across the room. So those mobs often don't even have an opportunity to hit you. When you're true Burz, your EHP, so your like one hit potential, and also your healing really comes into question because you're physically in front of the mob by the time you're able to hit it. Swing range is nice. Swing range gives you a little bit of extra space, which is good. But even with swing range, you're still literally like berserkering right? You're running into the room head first and just like slapping those mobs down right in front of you. So the mobs often do actually have an opportunity to hit you, and the impact of that is that your healing and your EHP is really, really important as a true burst. So being able to one-tap those mobs so you're not standing in front of them for any longer than you need to be, and also having good healing so if they do manage to get a hit or two off before you manage to kill them, especially those mini-bosses, your healing super, super important. Those mini-bosses, Siphon is going to be your best friend. Server is hypixel.net. Yeah. See, Term is just much simpler. But I prefer True Burst because it's fun. It's just fun to go in and just like slap things. I love it. Mongoose, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Tier 5 on 2000 ping. That's rough, Welly. That is just rough, dude. There's some of my viewers having a bit of fun, jumping in the background, chilling. Mushroom Cow's better for money. And just objectively better over time. Elephant is marginally better for farming fortune if your strength isn't like ridiculously overpowered. I think you need like 1500 strength or something, but it will always be better for you to use the Mushroom Cow overall because you get Mushroom Milestone from the Mushroom Cow as well, so you're technically working on 2 crops at once. Unless you're going for a personal best, in which case the Elephant might be the better option. Personal best during a Jacobs contest, but other than that unique experience, you should be running Mushroom Cow. Snow minions will be crazy. Fair, Duncan. Fair. Should you reforge Gemstone Gauntlet to 1 breaking power? I would say no. Old times, I would have said yes. I would have said, yeah, it's a good idea because you're going to use the Gemstone Gauntlet until the 655. But nowadays, the 555 is like pretty competitive against the Gemstone Gauntlet. In fact, it might even be better if you throw down like good upgrades to it. Probably useful. Farm mushrooms, user. Mushrooms and crop milestones. Mushrooms is the best crop to farm for XP though. You can. It is possible, Welly, but if you are asking the question, should I do Elephant or Mushroom Cow? The odds are you don't have the like magical power enrichments and ridiculously overpowered stats. Like I don't even have those overpowered stats, and I am like 200 mil overflow XP into farming. You know? Thank you, Oliver. Appreciate it, man. I love the Lego Star Wars profile picture as well. What's my farming setup to get 1 point? It's close to 1.5 actually. Farming setup's pretty chill, man. It's just 3/4 Femento. Like, it's everything you would expect. 3/4 Femento, perfect Paradox. I should do Pest Terminator 5. I'm just lazy. Green Thumb 5. I still got 1 Green Thumb 5 to get on the Lotus Cloak. But otherwise, all the Lotus pieces are pretty much done. I've done 2,451 visitor offers. Getting close to that 3K, but it's going to happen over time. Obviously, Rancher's Boots to set my speed. Mushroom Cow, level 100 Green Bandana. And then the hoe itself, Potato Hoe, with all the like expected enchants. I should throw down Perfect Paradox, but I kind of just decided that like I didn't want to do Perfect Paradox for all my farming tools. And I couldn't be bothered putting them on and taking them off. So I'm just going to leave them as epics. I'm going to leave them as flawless. Paul, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Foraging levels help so little, though. Like, they are mid. I also don't have a God Pot active or a cookie. Oh, wait. I have a God Pot. Yeah. I have God Pot active, but I don't have a cookie. So I don't know how much that impacts farming, but, like, I feel like I don't need it. Pumpkin's okay for money. Pumpkin and melon, I think, is both comparable. They're decent. Yo, Steve. TikTok smelt the wheat and was like, all right, we got to find another farmer. Love that. Welcome, Steve. How we doing, man? Why no cookie? Because it's expensive, and I don't want to put those coins in when, like, I don't need to. I used to use, like, gems, but, nah. I only use gems when I get donated, and I ran out, so that's it. Like, I don't need cookies. I only need cookies, like, very rarely, and I recently got my 1 bill bank, so, like, I could technically afford it. I could technically afford a cookie, but I'm not doing anything that, like, actually needs a cookie. Like, I'm 57 mil above my G-Drag bank, but, like, I'm okay to stay there. Like, if I don't need to buy it, I don't need to buy it. You don't need it, man. You just don't need it. What's my... I don't know what that word is. Are you asking my strength, user? I can figure that out for you. 1,116. 1,116. Yo, GG's, Lynn. That is not easy. That is not easy at all. Get a golden dragon? I have one. Nate, welcome back, man. Welcome back. Net worth isn't high enough? Fair enough. What's up, XJD? Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you a content creator, Mitch? EJM, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you. What's the point of this? What's the point of anything? Addicted to /bazaar and /auction house. Oh, see, what you might have missed is that I play Ironman. So I mean, technically I get the /bazaar, but all I can do is just buy more cookies if I wanted to. Why are we upside down? We will go back up in 2,000 likes, chat. 2,000 likes, we'll go back to Australian. That's chill, Camel. You're chilling. Yo, XJD, I'm so happy for you. Send me the link. I'll go sub. Send me the link, man. Or tell me your name. Arctic Fire says cheeseburger. Love that. Yes, I do have all diamond medals. What's up, Draco? Welcome. 4 perfect topaz with a 655 good. Yes. Yes. That is incredibly good. Next thing to do is to get the perfect jade. So it always goes max pristine, max fortune, then max speed. Obviously with a little bit of balancing as you go, but typically that's the priority. /hex. Yeah, I never use the hex anyway. How many days? Galgal, welcome. I don't have a Chimera 5 hype. Yeah, cool, Mitch. Nice, man. Would you go into content creation? I haven't seen any of your content. I just saw that someone mentioned you make videos, so I thought I'd say good day, check in. Have I ever done Pit? Yeah, Pit's not fun. Zod, I'm live on YouTube and TikTok. I will occasionally do Twitch as well. I kind of just go between Twitch and YouTube as like the secondary stream, but TikTok's what I main. Pit's kind of cooked. Pit just got like cooked with a bunch of cheaters and exploits. Favorite breakfast? Oh, I love a bit of French toast. I do love a bit of French toast. I'm a big fan of Nutella. I don't mind like a muesli, like a granola with yogurt as well. That's a win. Overgrown grass, KGGs. Do I have Wumble Bank Galgal? Yes, I do indeed. I do. I'm sitting on 1 bill and 57 mil. You know what's sad though, Galgal? Like on that topic of bank, if I wasn't Ironman, look at how much refined mineral I have. 385 mil, Galgal. 385 mil worth of refined minerals. Guess. Those who know, all right. Those who know the answer to this question, they're not allowed to answer. But the question has been asked for the first time in this stream. How old am I? I want guesses in chat. If you know the answer, you're not allowed to guess. If you don't know the answer, just take a guess. Take a guess. Drop your guesses in chat. How old do you guys think I am? Keep in mind, I'm playing a block game. I am playing Minecraft. So I'm not like 40. How do you get that purple strength buff? That's your Jasper gemstones. XJD, brother, just drop the name. You can't drop the link in chat, but drop the name. You have permission from me to self-promote. I don't mind. Yeah, well, I'm 23. I'm 23. We got guesses of 21, 24, 23, 27, 36, 24, 23, 24. Yeah, a couple of 22s. I'll take it. I'm 23. There you go. So GG's to everyone who got that. SkyTalk, welcome, man. Thank you for liking the live, bro. All right, we got 45k likes. You guys know what that means? You guys know what that means? Oh, brother. We back in Australia, chat. We back in Australia. GG's Nate. GG's Abe. Congrats, team. Congrats. Isn't Elephant better? Says who? When? Elephant is objectively worse in like 99% of scenarios. Stumbly Penguin, welcome to the stream. How we doing, man? You're Australian as well, Mitch? Goated. So you should see me the right way up then, right? Jack, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Servers, hypixel.net. Welly, absolute legend. Deck, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate you. Good night, Scott. Good luck to you as well, bro. Cat, I'm not upside down. I live in Australia. Also, you should read this. You should read this, Cat. Right here. Hang on, can I? There we go. And then this is really difficult. It's reversed and it's upside down. This is not as easy as it looks, chat. There you go. There you go. Dungeon stream probably next time. Diddy followed me. That's scary. Do that in one sitting. All right, Abe. Let's see it, bro. Let's see it. Ah, Necrontic. Perfect. Love that. I nearly went to I nearly went to Jakarta, Necrontic, a little while ago, but because of COVID, I wasn't able to, which kind of sucked. But that's okay. Where is this pest? Gone. Beautiful. Which Jasper gemstones? Yeah. So the way gemstones work is the higher the rarity, the more expensive it's going to be, but the more powerful it's going to be. So with gemstones, you have like a few different options. You have fine gemstones. Let me grab my fine jasper. You can do flawed gemstones, and you can do rough gemstones. So rough gemstones are going to be cheap, but if you put a rough gemstone on, you're only going to get like 20% of the value in terms of strength. If you go for flawed, a little bit more expensive because it's worth like 80 rough gemstone makes a flawed, 80 flawed makes a fine, 80 fine makes a flawless, and then 5 flawless with a crystal in the forge makes it perfect. So depending on the rarity of the gemstone, that's going to be how much it costs, and that's going to be the value that you get. So I would recommend going for the flawless. They're usually like the best value in terms of coins to actual like value. But if you wanted to go fine as well, that works too. If you got unlimited budget, go for cool stuff. Is the lightning rune worth anything? Do I care? Chat? I feel like I don't. I actually tried to do that, Washed. It didn't let me. I tried to right click. Like, I know that. I've done that. For whatever reason, it wasn't working. We don't care about lightning rune? It doesn't matter. I bought it anyway. I don't care about you. We can give away enchanted potato. That's chill. Any pests? Yo, did we just hit 50k? That was wildly fast. That was wildly fast. I don't know who's doing that, but that was some insane speed. I might have to make it 10k next stream. That's actually crazy. Bro, that happened. I blinked, man. I blinked and that happened. That's wild. Go to Kuta. Okay. The traffic's worse than ping. I love the comparison, Necrontic. That's awesome, man. Sorry, I was just slow, man. I was just slow. We're chilling. Mitch at 2k. Wild. Yeah, I'll increase the rates next stream. But also, it kind of just depends on how committed you guys are. Because if you guys just don't care, then like the likes will go up so slowly. But if you guys are like as intense as you are tonight, that is some super speed. Why don't I use Hedgehog? Because I'm lazy and I can't be able to just swap on and off. Yeah, I know. I know that I should, man. I'm just lazy. I need to set up some kind of pet rule. I'm most excited by the Ironman update, dude. Project Ironman W's. I'm so excited by that update. I think it's long overdue that Ironman got like an actual bit of attention from the admins. They haven't really cared about us since they created the Ironman game mode. A lot of the updates that have come out have been very disadvantaged. Very detrimental, sorry, to the Ironman community. And it feels like up until this point, the admins literally have just forgotten that we existed. Like, we were just a game mode they put in. They were like, okay, move it on. Whatever update happens, Ironman players can deal with it. There are very, very few Ironman specific kind of considerations or rules. In fact, there's a lot of updates that have come out recently that I'm really not a fan of in terms of how the impact on the Ironman community has kind of developed over time, and the lack of response from the admins in terms of actually like rectifying those issues. The biggest thing to me is the increase in prices to dungeon chests. I feel like that was really unfair to Ironman players, but the even bigger issue than that is the fact that the Ironman game mode is excluded from the economy by definition, right? Ironman is meant to be no trades, no auction house, but then we have the Dark Auction and Shen's Auction, where we're competing against players that can generate coins 3-4 times the speed that we can, and inflation is just continuing to rise. So the money-making methods for every other player is continuing to get bigger, whereas the Ironman NPC sell price is not moving at all. Beyond that, our two options to make coins, farming and mining, neither of which anyone has ever said is an exciting bit of gameplay. So those are my issues with Ironman, but I cover them in greater detail in my recent YouTube video. You should give it a look. Welly, thank you for the harmony, man. Appreciate you, bro. What do you think of a pity time on Pendant? Yeah. I gave up Cuppa. I gave up about like 50 keys in. I just gave up on Pendant, and I'll do it again another time. But yeah, I think it's the same thing as Alloy. I feel like there shouldn't be an RNG meter for alloy. I know that there is now. I feel like there shouldn't have been. I also feel like there shouldn't be a pity system for corpses. Hey, Kowalski. The reason why I say that is, for me, the purpose of an RNG meter, and maybe I can make a video on this, but for me, the purpose of an RNG meter is to give you something that is absolutely crucial to progression. So an example of this is a judgment core, right? You need a judgment core to progress. You cannot create like a bow even comparable to Terminator without a judgment core. You just need it. So therefore, there should be an RNG meter for it, right? Hype, for example. Hype unlocks a lot of combat in the game as well. A lot of the Crimson Isle is locked behind Hype. A lot of healing in dungeons is locked behind Hype. Right-click mage with a Hyperion, a massively, like, I would argue overused, but very, very common way to do combat. So you need an RNG meter for floor 7 dungeons. You need an RNG meter for handle. You need it for the scrolls, because Hype is necessary for game progression. Because mining is just a stat-focused skill, you don't need an alloy. You also don't need a pendant, right? You just don't. You don't need that Shattered Locket. Now, is it ideal to get it? Yeah. Is it really annoying getting rolled by RNG? Yeah. But RNG exists for a purpose. RNG exists so you can get lucky, right? For every player that's taking 300 corpses, there are 3 players getting it on their first corpse. That's kind of crazy, right? And you wouldn't be upset about the players getting it on their first corpse, but you have to accept that RNG eventually balances out, right? It will always balance out. That is just the nature of RNG. On a level playing field, you will have eventual normal distribution. Now, it's a tough pill to swallow, and it's kind of annoying, but if my like hot take on RNG, if it's not something that's crucial to progression, if without it, you can still access every part of the game and like still function every part of the game, I don't think there should be an RNG meter. So in those stat-focused skills, like farming, for example, with an overgrown grass, should there be an RNG meter for overgrown grass? No. You don't need an overgrown grass to progress in the game. What you do need is, well, you need Fermento, but I'd argue that, like, you'll get Fermento, like, that's not needed. But, like, you need to get to Fermento armor. You don't need to get Mossy Reforge. Should you get it? Yeah. Is it annoying if you don't get it? Yeah. But you can still farm. You're not unlocking a new bit of gameplay. You just have slightly lower stats. So I think it's totally fine if you don't have an RNG meter for some particular items. So farming is a good example of where there is no RNG meter for this thing. Even like pest drops, right? They don't have an RNG meter. You'll eventually get it, but it's not technically crucial progression, so it shouldn't even have that RNG meter. So I feel like mining is just like a bigger skill, and I think the admins kind of dropped the ball with the Divan's alloy meter personally. But also, if you put it in the context of the history of the alloy, where they just gave us the wrong odds on the wiki and then didn't really admit that it was wrong, they were just like, we changed it. I also understand why they gave it that RNG meter, just to like make that news and that update go a little bit smoother. Hello, Ray. How we doing? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. I'm having a great night. Hope you're having a great night as well. Pogo Man, welcome. Peace Dog says Skyblock has too many RNG drops. I don't know about too many. I feel like it's okay to have RNG drops. I'm no issue with that in particular. My issue is with the RNG meter itself. Am I progressing through the Kudra follow relic? I have the chest plate. I haven't thought about anything else. I got my garden design from Melon King DE, but I'm pretty sure the best design sitting on Farming Hub. Farming Hub, that's the way. Early morning for you, Ray. Fair enough. Can't really complain. That's a positive way to look at it. Very positive way. Why are you up so early? Stumbly Penguin, I have not whitelisted. I've been streaming, man. I have not checked my Discord in the last like 2 hours. Hello, Tommy. GG's on your giant sword from earlier, bro. GG's. Servers hypixel.net. Teo. Yo, Colin. Kowalski / Colin. Well, welcome to the YouTube, bro. I love that. Thank you for the follow. Teo? Is it Teo or Theo? Like, is it a th or like a t? You need Divan for Kudra follower. Like the alloy? No, you don't. You used to. You don't anymore. It's a 655, I'm pretty sure now. You don't need Divan's alloy. It was, in the beginning, it was Divan's. It was a Divan's drill. Now it's not. Not anymore. They changed it. Your cat started attacking your feet. Yeah, but that's fun, though. I love that. When my cat attacks my feet, like, I'm not even mad if she wakes me up. I'm just happy that she cares about me, honestly. It's a Theo. Okay, good to know. Good to know, Mom. Good to know. I'll keep that in mind. If I forget, just remind me, Theo. Milku, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the community. Community. Good to have you. How long is this farm? It's 5 plots long, 5 levels. And then when I get to the end, I just walk back to the top. So I think this is the 4th level. Now I'm on the 5th. Alloy RNG meter brought you back. Interesting, Kappa. Bad mining rates, and so it feels bad not to have max mining stats. It's interesting. It's interesting because at the end of the day, like, the admin's goal is to bring as many players in as possible. Like, so for the sake of the update, like, Kappa, you had the exact response the admins hoped, which I think is very interesting. But yeah, what are your thoughts on, like, the purpose of an RNG meter? What are your thoughts on it? Because, like, I'm so open to have the discussion. Like, I know that my opinion's just my opinion. I don't have to be, like, right. But yeah, it's very interesting that you came back to the game. Because that means that, like, the update worked. For you specifically, the update did exactly what it needed to. But like I said, I think it was TikTok's not letting you say where you're at the hospital, Isa. I'm sorry, bro. I was wondering where you'd went. I hope you're okay, man. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Who's number 1 potato? Not me, man. Not me. 93 speed. I'm hitting 5 potatoes every step. 5 potatoes. But you can visit my garden. My IGN's tail_heart. Just / visit me. My garden's open. You can do it. It's not you. Okay. Well, that's good, Isa, I guess. But it means someone's not going very well. It gives a goal to a grind, but also artificially lowers drop rates and prices. You can guarantee it. Yeah. See, the argument for an RNG meter is that you can finish a day closer to the goal than you were. Whereas if there's no RNG meter, you spend like 5 hours trying to get something, and if you don't drop it, you're no closer than you were 5 hours ago. And that's really demotivating to a lot of players. But it does mean that a particular item will hold its value. It almost guarantees the price will drop, though. Because if you can guarantee it, you're probably going to increase the amount of, like, times this thing drops. That's just increased supply, same demand. Economics says the price will drop. Even, thank you very much for joining my garden. Welcome, dude. Music-related question. Hit me, Ray. Yeah, go for it, dude. 552 runs it took me for the Divan's Alloy, personally. That was pre-RNG update, by the way. I committed to 1,000, and then I said I was gonna pause after 1,000. But I went for 552 across a couple of months. I didn't do it every day, because they take a while to set up those Nucleus runs. That's the tough thing. But I do think Nucleus runs are a good example of, like, you don't have to pay to actually do the runs themselves. Like, you produce these resources, you give in the crystals, and then that's it. Wait, did I not? No, I went to the wrong place. Like, they're a good example of, like, an Ironman friendly concept. Even, yeah. You're getting there. I'm in the potato area. Tin Can, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you. Alright, see you soon, Isa. I should use Hedgehog for pests. I'm just lazy in swapping. If there's 1 or 2 pests, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. I need to get a pet rule. It's just Siebes. Raid's about 14 mil per hour. Riz. Dylan, thank you very much for the follow. Tips on floor 7? Yeah, visit Crimson. This is their name. Go visit them, bro. I'm pretty sure we talked about this earlier, but maybe you didn't catch it. But go visit that IGN. They've got like a full terminals floor 7 boss run set up on their island. It's really, really cool, actually. Throwing F7 so hard. You should visit Crimson. 1C though. You're welcome, bro. Ray, I did not see it. I did not see it. When? How recently did you send it? No, between you telling me there's a question. Oh wait, no, I'm just blind. If you had to describe your life with a song, what song would you pick? Yo, that's a tough question, Ray. For 11:43 p.m. at night, that is a big question. Describe your life in one song. Oh, brother. There's so much to my life. I don't know, man. Let me go through my Spotify. Give me a sec. That's a big question. Does anyone else... Oh, I just ended up skipping. My bad. Does anyone else have an answer to that? Anyone in chat? If you could describe yourself in one song, what would the song be? I'm going through my playlists. If there's one song, honestly, Everlong's probably like the best. I feel like Everlong is a good song. 505 Arctic Monkeys is a W. I think Everlong, that works. I just like that as a song as well. I feel like The Pretender, if you look at the lyrics, it hits deep as well. The Pretender's good. All My Life. It's a second Foo Fighters song that I wouldn't hate as an answer. Yeah, I feel like that's the best I can give. Don't tell me. Oh, tell me, what does locking in look like to you? Oh, what does it look like to you? A bit of Nirvana. Sound of Silence, Linus says. Interesting. All kind of like rock songs, though. Interesting trend. We all those songs that we've mentioned would hit in a playlist. What's your answer? Rick Astley never gonna give... Yeah, okay, Welly. Okay, brother. Okay. I feel like we all have very similar music taste. I won't lie. I won't lie. Someone give us something that's not rock. Ray, what's your answer? What's my farming gear, Mikey? Pretty chill. Just 3 pieces of Femento, Mossy, Rancher's Boots, Lotus Cloak, Potato. Yeah. Standard stuff, dude. Standard stuff. Exactly what you would expect. Stronger by Kelly Clarkson. I know that. Titanium. Yes. Yes. I like that. Those are very motivational, like uplifting, beat down, get back up kind of songs. Yeah, I back that. Those are very... Inspirational is not the word, but I feel like they're uplifting. Yeah, I accept friend requests even. Good choices. Good choices. Those are kind of like what, late 2000s? Yeah, resilience. That's the word I was looking for, Ray. That's the way that's the word I was looking. Resilience. That's great. That's great. My Last Stand. Lose Yourself, Eminem? Okay. Okay, rap, that's something different. I like it. I like it. Okay, Isa. I'm here for it, man. What am I doing right now? Punching potatoes and looking at, if you could, we're answering the question, Tom. If you could describe your, like, life in one song, what song would you choose? That's a big question. Yo. Hey, Ray, we're like the same age. I'm 23. That's cool. Brain surgery twice before the age of 2. That's intense. That's intense. The only good thing I can think about that is that I hope you don't remember it, because that would be traumatic as hell. Blue, this is what the admins forced me to do, man. This is peak Skyblock. Bog, this is Hypixel.net, dude. This is not a client or anything. This is just a server with some plugins. That's crazy. Damn. I respect that. That is some major resilience. Right, major resilience. Skyblock's addictive. That's how it's designed, bro. Oh, resource pack. Skyline. Just go search Skyline. How did I do my farm? With a lot of skill issue. I won't lie. No, basically, you should just either visit me or visit Farming Hub. And you just look at the farm and then you build it. Use a builder's ruler is what I can recommend. But absolutely, I would say just copy someone's farm. So you can visit my garden, visit Farming Hub as well. They're very good at what they do. And that's that. Am I done with garden? Not even close, Cuppa. Not even close. This is my 4th crop that I'm trying to max out. Yeah, damn, Ray. That's wild. That is intense stuff. I've had surgery once. I think I was 19, and it was on my toe because I have arthritis in one of my feet, which is not as bad as it sounds. It is kind of like a constant thing, but like it's not that bad compared to what some people have to deal with. But yeah, I had surgery just on my toe, and like my toe is like as far as it possibly could be from my like conscious, I don't know, my eyes, like what I perceive is from my head, right? So like it felt really far away. So it's like it's as minimally invasive as it possibly could be. And the reason why I'm stressing that is because like I was so freaking scared, bro. Like going into that surgery, I was like, damn, this might be it, bro. Like this might be it. Worst case, honestly, would be they just like take off the toe. Like it wasn't even that bad. But like, man, I was scared. They put me under and I was like, please let me stay asleep. Don't let me wake up midway through. That would be so bad. It was rough, dude. It was rough. Recent Halloween costume. That's cool, Ray. I like that you're taking control of the story. Because I know a lot of people who go through like traumatic experiences, they like to hide it. And I mean, that's one way of coping through it. But it's really cool that you're like almost proud of it, like the resilience part of it. I think that's really cool. God's Backhand, what's up, man? Welcome. Cool Pro Gamer, thank you for the rose. Armand, thank you for those 2 roses. And God's Backhand, thank you for the heart me as well. Appreciate you as always. Oh, Isaac, that is not ideal, man. That is not ideal. How serious is it? I mean, obviously it's got to be serious for the hospital, but what are we talking, man? What are we talking? Like, is she okay? That's very, very serious, dude. 22 years. That's awesome, Ray. I'm very, very happy for you. Happy New Year, God's Backhand. I use Forge Client when I like launch stuff. You died, Ellis. And somehow you made it to stream anyway, bro. You are committed. You are probably the most committed chatters of the entire chat. But yeah, I'm very, very keep me updated, man. That's very scary. Another 5 mil, Archie. Hub 1 begging goes crazy. Playtime in the garden. Okay, thank you for the 2 2025s. Benjamin, thank you very much for the heart me as well.
So happy.
/ playtime detailed. Let's have a look, man. XJD with the 20 roses, man. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, bro. Wait, I just have to click for detailed. In the garden. 740 hours. That was not a number that I'm proud of, chat. Ivan, resend. I'm sorry I missed it. Yo, that is gnarly. 740 hours in the garden, and I've maxed 3 crops. What am I even doing? Base, what's up? Hello, how we doing? XP mining potion. You get that out of the... You get that out of gifts, I'm pretty sure, Archie. I'm pretty sure. Well, GG's on the gifted badge, man. GG's. You do / playtime, and then you click it. So you click the message of the playtime. You just like click it, and it'll show you detailed. Dude, garden is my number. Why are you guys here? What are you doing here, man? What's up? That's weird, dude. That's weird. I teleported away. I didn't want to be part of that. That was too intimate, man. I'm getting out of that. Intensive care. Oh, that is not good at all. That's like the most intense part of hospital. Yikes. Is there any like update? Like, do they know what's wrong? Are they managing symptoms? What's up? I mean, if they know what's up, that's a positive. It's really scary when they say that they don't, and it's like, well, you're kind of the experts, man. Like, I didn't come here for a Google search of my symptoms. So, I guess that's a good thing, but the next question is a pretty scary one. If they know what's up, do they know they can fix it? It's not a health issue, but she's in hospital. What do you mean it's not a health issue? Jeannie, it's good to see you. How are you, Jeannie? Welcome to the stream. Can I ask how the Ironman's going today? Or are we still not talking about it? Flip? Alright, you're right. 5k likes, it's time to flip. I am officially Australian again. Alright, we're talking about RNG, whether like an RNG meter should exist. So I just got to read a message real quick. Malik and Turkish, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the community. So Kappa on YouTube says, is there an argument for the admins updating NPC sell prices so it follows inflation? This would then make it necessary to split Ironman and normal profile NPC prices too. That's a tough thing. Now, I mentioned this in my recent YouTube video that I dropped today about the idea of having some kind of NPC sell price related to the like sell price in the auction house or the bazaar. And the way that I did this is not for... You should watch the video to get like the full context. But Kappa, what I basically say in that video is for RNG drops, you could have an NPC like the Motes Grubber, the Coins Grubber, that takes an RNG item and spits out coins instead of having that NPC sell menu. And what that basically has an impact of is you can actually fluctuate those prices. So you can create like a mini economy for Ironman players based on like some short version of supply and demand. So the idea that I came up with this Coins Grubber is basically that the first, say, 10 Necrons handles could be 500 mil, and then the next 10 after that, 400 mil. The next 10 after that, 300 mil, until it's not worth donating any Necrons handles to this Coins Grubber anymore. And then that resets with the Skyblock year, or it goes up and down depending on like how recently one was donated. Something like that, I think, could work. And it's very similar to what you've raised about having NPC prices following the economy. I think the difficulty with that is a lot of NPC sell prices create price floors, and that's why they exist. So for example, the NPC sell price for gemstones is so gemstones are never worth on the bazaar any less than what they sell to NPC. Because you would be very silly to sell at 50% less on the bazaar than you could just click to the NPC. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Why are airports closed in the UK, Ellis? What's going on there? That's very odd, bro. That's very, very odd. I got another 3k likes before I got a flip welly, I think, right? Yes, Quan, I'm 3/4 Femento with Rancher Boots. You came back, Taylor? Welcome back, Taylor. We've missed you. How was your scrolling experience? What did you, what happened? What kind of videos were on the feed? Tell us, Taylor. Why is bro upside? I'm not upside down. I'm just from Australia. The world is round, right? So if you're viewing from like the other side of the world, my upside down is your right side up. On every 5k and 0k, I flip. Did I miss something? Yeah, I didn't get a message. Sorry, bro. Not that I saw. You have no clue what you watched? That's pretty classic with like TikTok scrolling though. Like I feel like you go through, and I think I remember seeing like a TikTok when I was scrolling another time. This is like the one that I did remember, and it was like, what was the TikTok you watched three scrolls ago? And I was like, damn, you got me there. I have no idea. They're like, you're wasting your time, and I'm like, okay, next one. I don't want to hear this. That one stuck with me though. It was very telling. Very, very telling. Car crash, Isa. Oh, that's wild. Do they know what the injuries are then? That's not good at all. Okay, we're flipped. Wait, was I meant to flip? Did I do that early? That's fine. Retain no inflow? Yeah, that's classic, Taylor. That is very classic. You're from Australia, Vit? Nah, Vitrix, you're just lying. That's a cope. Yo, Dash, good question, bro. Are you a content creator yourself? Why was I upside down? I wasn't. You're lying. It never happened. Oh, see, fractures you can fix. They're annoying, but you can fix. Internal bleeding is rough. That's very, very scary. Very, very scary. Unless the fracture's on the spine, that's really, really bad. But like, you break a finger, yeah, it's okay. But yeah, internal bleeding, that's very rough. I hope they get a handle on it, man. But yeah, to start building a community, that's a good question. I feel like it's there's a lot I can say on this, and I'm trying to find like the most simple and direct thing, because I could talk for several hours on this one question. How do you start building a community? I think the very first thing is just putting yourself out there. Putting yourself out there and trying to engage people. I feel like a lot of people focus way too hard on gameplay and not enough on actually like engaging with their viewers. The way that I look at it is, and farming's a great example of this, it's like, for me, 10 to 20% gameplay, 80% talking to you, right? 80% of the stream is just me chatting with you guys, viewer engagement. That's what I go for. And then 20% is like the actual entertainment of I'm accomplishing something on the game. So I think that's like the biggest thing. I'm currently milestone 41 and I'm 9 million away from 42. So I'm 19 million away from 93. Thank you for the heart me, T-Biz. Appreciate you, bro. I use Skyline, dude. Oh, it's been a week, Isa. Bro, I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea. In and out of a coma. Yeah, I'm not a medical professional. That sounds pretty serious, man. That is rough, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope I wish her a speedy recovery, but yeah. Oh well. That sucks, bro. That sucks. There's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing I can really say to make that better. I wish that I could. I wish that I could. Farming does take a while to set up. It's annoying building the farm. That takes a couple hours and it feels really frustrating because you got to learn how to build the farm. Then you build it, and then all the knowledge of how to build the farm is now useless because it's already built. That's probably the most frustrating thing about like setting up farming. But in terms of gear, very simple, very chill. So easy. Hypixel.net. WShe. How do you handle pests while farming? Because my farm takes about 10 minutes, if I time the pest spawns pretty well, I get about 2 rounds of pest spawns. I have a bonus pest chance of 86. So I either get a set of 2 pests and then another set of 2 pests, or I get a set of 1 pest and then a set of 2 pests. Even if I have 4 pests spawned, it's like a 5% reduction. So like I just keep farming until I get at least like 80% through my farm. And that's it. If I was a better like player, I'd probably just disable bonus pest chance, and then I'd have a single pest spawn by the time I finish my farm, because my farm is 10 minutes long, roughly. Yeah, I know that I can disable it. I just choose not to. Am I better than 30 virus in what respect? Probably not. Probably not. Certainly not in my Ironman profile. Definitely not in content creation. Yeah, that's unfortunate, Isa. That's rough, bro. I should use a slug pet. Yeah, but I don't want more pests. Like, the whole idea is I don't want more pests. Welcome to stream, Kiara. How we doing? Savage, welcome. Current money-making methods like Ruby. Yeah, see, Cuppa, the way that I look at it, current money-making methods suck on Ironman. Like, just to put it bluntly, current money-making methods on Ironman being farming and gemstone mining, they're just bad. Like, they're just objectively not that exciting. My wife, she is asleep. Technically not my wife, but legally speaking, yeah. Yeah, Isaac, you got someone running your business for you? Because I imagine they're a bit lost without you, but yeah, that's really tough, dude. That's really tough. I make about 14 mil, Savage. Sorry, Samu. 3 plots, I don't think is infinite. 4, I think can be. I don't think 3 would be. You can try it. I don't think 3 would be like at all. Linguini, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the community. IP, hypixel.net, Zennis. Hypixel.net. Yeah, totally fair, Isaac. Totally fair, bro. Professional tree hugger, how we doing? Mateo, thank you very much for the follow. Xanis, thank you for the follow. Samu, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community, guys. Good to have you. Corey, the Ironman update is a future update. Hasn't happened yet, but a bunch of changes that they have proposed to Ironman and a bunch of changes that they are keeping very close to their chest and they're kind of afraid to tell the community, I think. Batya, thank you very much for the follow. Locke, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate you guys too. But yeah, I dropped a 33-minute YouTube video today on my thoughts on the update, things that they could potentially do, things that they've said they're going to do, whether they're good, whether they're bad. So jump on my YouTube, link in my TikTok description if you're interested in that 33-minute video. But other than that, I think that there's definitely good potential for the future of Ironman. Good potential. Kieran, what's up, man? What's up? Our thoughts are with you, Isa.
I am genuinely so happy.
Yo, Matei, thank you very much for those 5 roses. Sorry, appreciate you. How do I recommend you build the farm? How I personally built my farm is I just had a look at someone else's farm and then I built it. I didn't go for like a tutorial. I just went and built it. I feel like that you can choose. It's up to you whether you do that or whether you do like a look up a tutorial on how to build something, because sometimes they are a bit more complicated. But for something like a potato farm where it's literally just a snake and the whole thing is the same except for like each side, very, very simple. You can kind of just like figure it out. So I would recommend for like potato, netherwort, wheat, and carrot, they're all very simple. Just build them. Melon, you might want to have a look at a tutorial potentially. Melon might be valuable. Please, Isaac, please do, man. Wish you all the best. Make sure you're sleeping as well. I think, like, I don't want to tell you what to do, but make sure you're taking care of yourself, because that's the first thing that I guess the support network sometimes forgets, that they also need to take care of their health, take care of their things. So you're looking out for her. Let us look out for you as well, man. I hope you're staying healthy yourself. And you say you're going out to eat, so that sounds good as well. You got the basics covered. But yeah. Well, I'm here to stay. So it's a good thing you've seen you've joined this stream. It's good to have you, bro. What stocks should you buy? Oh, dude, I'm not legally allowed to give financial advice. That question is a trap. Buy whatever you want, man. Buy something that tickles your fancy. I'm not legally allowed to actually give you a genuine response to that question. Yeah, I've heard hospitals doing that for patients they expect to have for a while, so that the family can stay with them. That's a good thing that you've got her there. That's good. Service hypixel.net, Gapple. Yeah, I am doing milestones. So a potato 41 at the moment, 1.5 mil through, so 15% through 41 to 42, and then another 4 milestones after that. Staying in shape as well, good. Exercising is really good to keep your mind centered as well, because I mean that there's nothing you can personally really do. You kind of got to just leave it up to the healthcare professionals. But I certainly find that when I'm in a difficult spot, stressful situation, feeling a bit overwhelmed, going for a run, going to the gym, even just for a little bit, just to take my mind away for a moment, take a break, good way to reset. Really enjoy that. My favorite Ironman YouTuber, me. What's good, Big Boss? Zan, what's good? Other Big Boss. I imagine you're a Big Boss too. No, my favorite Ironman YouTuber is actually Toad. I really, really like Toad. I don't really consume content like that much at all. I don't really watch any of them. Like, even when I say Toad, like, I have no idea what bro's done in the last couple months, because I don't think I've seen any of Toad's content in the last, like, 3 months at least. But, that said, something I really respect about Toad is I feel like Toad's, like, a really genuinely positive person, even when they're not recording. I think something that, like, a lot of YouTubers in general do is they put forward a very positive face for the recording, for the edit. They create this, like, very positive kind of magical persona in the videos, but then it's really hard to then match that persona when they're just, like, normally being. Whereas I feel like live streamers, I mean, we're live for so many hours at a time. Like, it's really hard to fake for that amount of time. But I feel like Toad, from everything I've heard, like, I know a few people that know Toad. I don't know Toad personally. I've never, like, actually, like, interacted with Toad one-on-one. But from what all they have said, and from, like, how I have seen Toad interact, like, on streams or in their videos, just a really nice guy. Like, just a really chill, genuine, like, happy dude. And I think that that's, like, just the best thing in terms of building a community around someone like that. I wish Toad all the best. Like, I reckon if I had to pick one, like, content creator, I would say Toad. And you've said Ironman. Toad's an Ironman anyway. So that's what I would say. Talk about accounting for someone who wants to start. Good question, bro. Yo, Matei, thank you for the 65 roses and the game controller. Ooh. Hello, treasure box. Who dropped the treasure box? I missed that. Thank you for the treasure box. Hang on. Who did that? Matei dropped the treasure box. Big, massive treasure box as well. 120 coins up for grabs. Matei, you absolute legend. Thank you very much for sharing that with the community and for the game controller and for those 25 roses as well. You're an absolute legend. Why are you only seeing me farm? Because I'm just farming today? Do you want a different answer? That's that. If you want to see me do other stuff, check out my YouTube or have a look at the rest of my TikTok videos. I do more than just farming. So, we got a question here. Talk about accounting for someone who wants to start. The way that I would start with accounting is most people go and get a college degree or like a university degree. It's usually like a 2 or a 3 year course, like out of school. And then while you're doing that, do an internship, do a part-time job while you're studying. Then once you've graduated, that's when you go into like a full-time gig. They often call it a graduate accountant role or an entry-level role. And then while you're doing that, that's when you would do your postgraduate qualification when you're working as a graduate. You do your postgraduate qualification, which is usually a CPA or a CA. CA, I think, is for Australia and New Zealand. CPA is kind of more global, but you can do either, or some people I know have done both. But yeah, and then from there, once you're qualified as a CPA or CA, your value like significantly increases. And then you just kind of progress into the different sectors of accounting that you've discovered and been exposed to through your several year journey at that point. And hopefully at some point you become a CEO and make bank, or CFO. I miss Potato. Toby, I'm going to miss many more thanks to you. All you, bro. All you, Toby. How do you keybind / equipment? Skytills. Kieran, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Husk, thank you for the follow. Muhammad, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Andrew asked, what mods do I use? Skyhanny and Patcher are the 2 best farming mods that you can pick up. Beyond that, I also use chat triggers, NEU, Skytills, probably a few more, but those are kind of the main ones that I use like regularly. What a wild IGN. I am not going to be saying that. Thank you for the follow, though. I appreciate you. You're welcome, Ryan. My IGN? Yeah, above my head. Tail_heart. Yo, no. Do not use a macro. If you use a macro, like, you're just trash. I look like the IRL version of somebody in a game. Okay. Cool. Justin, do you have, like, an in-game person you'd like me to compare me to? Or I just look like I came straight out of a game? What an interesting comment. I think I'm flattered. I think it's a compliment, but I don't know. It could very easily be flipped, you know? 31 bill net worth. And what was the other question? What level? 393 on Ironman. Michael. Yes, I'm close to Potato 46. Not close enough, though. I got a lot of effort in front of me. Leon Kennedy. Someone has mentioned that. Someone has mentioned them before. I don't know exactly who they are, but that has been brought up before. The enchanted potatoes are because I have an item in my inventory called the personal compactor. So you can see here, I think it's the 4th slot and the 12th slot. I've got a baked potato and enchanted potato. So because of that item, the personal compactor, what it does is as my inventory fills with potatoes, as soon as I get to 160? I think so. 160 potatoes, it turns that into an enchanted potato. Then when my inventory fills up with 160 enchanted potatoes, it turns that into an enchanted baked potatoes. The reason why my inventory doesn't fill up is because I have a thing called an enchanted agronomy sack. So you can see my potatoes is filled, My baked potatoes is not. So I can just continually stack and stack and stack and stack and stack. And that's that. Gov, welcome back. Hey, pal. What's going on, man? Bazooka, thank you very much for sharing the live. Appreciate you. Roma, thank you for the follow. Welcome. What's my collection rank? I'm not ranked in potatoes, man. I'm not ranked in potatoes. There you go, Quan. I figured that question was coming next, bro. Ramen, appreciate the follow. Welcome. 2025 is the lock-in year, Gov. Good luck, bro. Good luck. Are we talking HSC or like the Queensland equivalent? That's big stuff. That's big brain. Huge stuff, man. Top 5K. I didn't know ranks went that high. I thought it was like just 1K that it tells you. Can you buy a personal compactor from Bazaar? I mean, it's an accessory, so it'd probably be auction house. Zan, it would probably be auction house. There's different like upgrades and rarities. So mine is pretty sure it's the max rarity. So it has 12 slots. There are some, the first one only has 1 slot. So make sure that you don't get like a bad one. Caps lock. There we go. Yo, Gov, the fact that I don't even know what you're talking about, that's big brain stuff, man. That's beyond my brain size. That's wild. Infinibyte, I love that IGN. That's cool. What did Austin say? Minecraft doesn't have money. Oh, yeah. This is Hypixel Skyblock. So in Hypixel Skyblock, there are things called coins. It's kind of like an in-game currency that you can like earn by doing a bunch of tasks. Roughly, like I would say 50 million coins is like a decent amount of money. That's like a decent amount of money. Like that's a couple hours of effort, 50 million coins. Just to like give you a rough idea. Because in some servers, 100 coins is huge. You know what I mean? So that's that. Yeah, I like that bot, yeah. That's a really cool IGM, man. Like, I don't say that very regularly. That's a cool IGN. I respect that. Alright, we just hit 4 pests. Perfect is expensive and borderline unnecessary, I won't lie. Like, Flawless does just as good a job, man. Luca, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community, man. Good to have you, bro. H, welcome to the stream. 40,000 hours is an insane number for playtime. I'm on 3.4K. I'm not even 10% of that, dude. Leah! Welcome back. How we doing? Hey, hey. All right, let's get our pest traps and then go back to potatoes. 65K chat, you know what that means. There we go. I'm officially an Australian again. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. I saw it as well, Ramen. I saw it as soon as it happened. I was like, up. Time to go. Time to go. 1.3K hours AFK. That's wild. 1.3K hours AFK. Damn. Yo, Seraphine. Very, very nice. Easy farming XP, easy copper. Silver in the cactus contest. Love that. Had your birthday? Happy birthday, Leah. Congratulations. Now you have to worry about your retirement. Valid. Valid. Dude, I retired like 2 years ago. This is like a running joke in my friend group. So when I quit accounting, that was like me retiring, and now I work as an actor mainly. And that's just like hobby. The fact that I can make income off it is just like crazy to me. But like, I am retired. We love retirement. It's so much fun, man. I get to play Minecraft. How many likes till I'm not Australian anymore? It's every 5K. Yo, Cody! I can't believe I missed it. Cody, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the 18 team bracelets as well, Cody. Appreciate you. New job. What's the new job, Leah? What's your job? That's cool. How does one make the potatoes replace? That's a good question. It's an enchant called Replenish. So upon breaking crops, netherwort or cocoa, automatically replant materials in your inventory. Replenish is the enchant. How do you farm like me? Well, you got to build a farm, and then you just go left and right. Events there, just crouching. Love that. No, V, I did not. I did not. I gave up. Am I live on Twitch? I'm live on YouTube, as well as TikTok. Not Twitch today. Gas station. Yeah, hey, upgrade from Macca's. That's the way. That's the way. Little jumps here and there. Are you studying anything, Leah? What's your kind of passion? What kind of job do you want in the future? Farming fortune. I will show you in a moment. 1492 base, 311 potato. Is mushroom cow better than hedgehog for crops? Yes. For pests, no. Pests, hedgehog is better. Crops, mushroom is better. Nah, /FF is just way too much effort. That's downtime. I'm gonna be skipping that if I can. 70k already? All right, chat. I'm not Australian. I'm no longer Australian. We fixed it. Also, if you haven't already, collect your treasure box, team. Collect those coins, man. That is a W. Thank you, Matei. 70k likes is actually kind of wild as well. That sounds fun, Zan. That sounds fun. That's very specific. Normally someone would be like, "Yeah, I want to mix drinks." No, you got the location, the job. You're sorted, dude. You are sorted. I don't know. I think you just click the treasure box. If it's gone, it's gone. It might be gone. I was a bit slow in pointing that out. Who's mayor? We currently have Foxy mayor, and what is Cole is the other dude, the not mayor, the minister. You must unite. Yeah, fair enough, Zan. Totally fair, bro. But you can still study though, Leah. Like, forget the problems. What do you want to do? That's the question. Like, it might be like challenging to get there. You might never even do it, but like, what if you could choose? If you could just wake up tomorrow with a certain career, what would you be interested in? Is the question. I'm happy to throw this question out to everyone as well. Hey, I basically just play Minecraft. Like, what's everyone else's like major passion in their life? Like, if you could wake up tomorrow and just have like a career set, what would you do? Gov is just like, I exist to be in chat. My passion in life is just chat. Is there a tutorial to this farm? Trey, this farm is so simple, you don't need a tutorial, dude. Nuclear engineering is wild. That's cool. This is Ironman Warp, yeah. Ducky, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Yeah, nice. Nice, Willa. Portfolio manager. CFA, what is CFA? Customer... No. Company... Chief financial accountant? Chartered financial analyst. I got close, I won't lie. I got close. That was it. You want to be a hairdresser, Leah? Nice. I feel like hairdressing courses aren't too difficult to do. It takes a bit of money. That's going to be the challenge. That's going to be a challenge getting into the thing. But there's a lot of those around, I feel like. If you told me something like pilot school, that's tough. That's really tough to get into pilot school. That's a real challenge. Diesel mechanic operator, nice, Hayden, cool. Ciao, Batya. No clear path, Isa. Fair enough. Well, you got yourself sorted, Isa, bro. You got a Bugatti. You're chilling. Well, hey, Leah, look at it this way. When I started streaming, I sucked. I was so bad. Like, if I look back on it, I had this one of my first streams, right? This is just to show you, like, how you can progress. One of my first streams, I streamed for, like, 6 hours. 6 hours with my mic muted. Like, respectfully speaking, that was a bad idea. And no one told me. Because I just had no viewers in my chat. Nowadays, if I like make a silly mistake like that, you guys will be so quick to be like, bro, rookie move, fix it, right? One of my first streams, I had like 2 followers or something, myself and one of my friends probably. But yeah, I did like a 6-hour stream with my mic muted. That's how bad of a streamer I was. No face cam, no mic, just boring ass gameplay. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And now I've got a face cam and my mic is not muted. Look at me go, bro. Look at me go. I've progressed an insane amount. Good stuff. 12 hours straight stream, that's impressive. That is incredibly impressive, Leah. 12 hours straight. The longest stream I've ever done, I think is 18. 18. But, like, it was horrifically difficult. By 12, I was cooked. Being able to stream for 12 hours in one go, that's insane. That's a GG's. That impresses me. The viewers doesn't matter so much. Don't stress about that. That'll come in time. Yeah, nice, Leah. Do you still stream? Do you still do content? Purple Skits, good to see you. Welcome back. Yeah, what kind of music? Tell me. How do gemstones work? Okay, so the first thing you need to do is you need to unlock the gemstone slots. So on a giant sword, I think it's 20 fine jasper and then 40, but you can check that. So just put the sword in the gemstone grinder in the dwarven mines, or just take it to the hex. And then if you hover over like the unlock the gemstone slot, it should be sitting in there. Yeah, I'm happy you found me as well, Purple. It's good to see you. Favorite part of Hypixel Skyblock? Dungeons. I just like it. It's fun. It's exciting. It takes like actual brain power to do. Definitely Dungeons is my favorite part of Skyblock. Lindsay, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I used to be an accountant, OB. I used to. I got my qualification and then I decided it was a bit boring. Didn't really enjoy it too much. So now I stream, I do content, and also I work as an actor. That's my main gig. Camera flip right now, dude, it literally says 74. I'm just going by my numbers, Gov. You can't fake this. Couldn't find a tutorial for a potato farm. Dude, there are hundreds of potato farm tutorials, Trey. I promise you. You don't need a tutorial. Just look at the farm, and then you can build it, man. It's so simple. It's so simple. It's literally just a snake going across, down, across, down, across, down. Definitely, like, Melon King DE has a tutorial on their YouTube. Alright, team. That's another 5k likes, so I'm now officially Australian again. Absolute W. Acting is just fun. It's difficult to get into, but once you're in it, Purple, once you start building an acting network, like, I haven't made it by any, like, big measure. Like, if you guys asked, oh, what would I have seen you in? You probably wouldn't have seen me, like, at all. But that's that. Yeah, getting abused by managers is not an ideal thing, Leah. That just kind of sucks. That's just, like, I feel like that's a shared experience of a lot of people who, like, are starting out in the workforce. When I was 16, I started working when I was 15, I think. I stayed in school all the way, but like I was working while I was at school. And there were some managers that were brilliant, and I wish I could go back to the days where I was flipping burgers and working with, like, I had my best mate at the time with me on shift as well. We had the cool manager as well. Like, it was so much fun, man. It wasn't even work. It was just like a fun thing that we'd like all happened to be there for, you know? But then I've also had really trash managers that are just so painful. And it would literally, like, it got to the point, like, they were so bad that I would actively coordinate with the good manager to make sure that I was only getting on shift with them. That was what I ended up doing. Because it also got to a point where, like, I no longer cared about the job itself. So it was like, I was okay being difficult because what's the worst that was going to happen? They were going to fire me? Well, I'm probably going to leave in a couple months anyway. So I ended up basically just only working with the good manager. And then when the good manager, like, ended up leaving because they got, like, a job doing IT or something, then I left as well. And I ended up going into swim teaching, which was pretty chill. You talk too much, Leah. It's good for streaming. Very good for streaming. I don't know. I'm biased, but maybe streaming's your calling. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Who knows? Who knows? One way to find out, though. I'll tell you that much. Bart, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you. Bro, I went right through the plot. My bad. My face cam's upside down. Yo, Mending, it's good to see you. Oreo, I got spun around. I have been spun around, my friend. Welcome, though. Welcome to the stream, Oreo. Where's the pest? Just here. Easy breezy. Done. You're just starved, Stino? Okay. I wouldn't recommend it, but I can't stop you. Yeah, but Leah, that's how it all starts, right? I was talking for that, what, 6 hour stream with my mic off. I was talking, and I was sad that there were no chatters, because the thing, I used to stream on Twitch. That's how I, like, started. And the thing with Twitch, right, like, it doesn't even update the viewer number until, like, it's got, like, a minute delay on the viewer number. So even if a viewer comes in, you don't know that they're there. Like, I had 0 viewers on my screen, but then someone would pop up in chat and say hi, and I'd be like, oh. So sometimes you just gotta, like, keep talking. The way that I learned to stream as if you have, like, a bunch of chat. Yo, social 14, let's go. Stream as if you have, like, a bunch of people in chat, even if you don't. Like, even for me, yo, Ruler, good to see you. Even for me, like, I still find occasionally, like, the first 3-4 minutes of stream, sometimes there'll just be days where literally there's no one for, like, 4 or 5 minutes. The algorithm hasn't really picked me up, and none of the regulars happen to be online, so I literally have, like, 0 or, like, 1 viewer for the first couple of minutes. And it's a really, like,
So happy.
Steno, thank you for the thing. I appreciate you. It's a great experience because it then really makes me value having to grind for, like, getting people on your stream, you know? About 6 or 7 months ago, Leo, 6 or 7 months ago, I restarted my content journey somewhat. I moved from Twitch to TikTok, and I had 0 followers on TikTok. It's like I restarted, like, from 0. And we're here 7 months later with an absolutely amazing community. I love you all. And A, thank you for the follow. Boy, thank you for the follow. And a wonderfully active chat that keeps me busy, right? Keeps my brain active during the stream. Plenty of people to talk to. So it's definitely achievable. I think TikTok especially has a really good discoverability algorithm that if you are engaging, if you are actively, like, putting the effort and energy into your stream, you will get viewers. It might not be, like, instant, but over time you'll build that community, you'll build the regulars, and, like, you definitely gotta, like, just stay motivated, Leah. Like, I know it's very easy to say stay motivated, but from someone who's, like, not only been through Twitch, dude, Twitch's discoverability doesn't exist. It's such a painful grind trying to start out a Twitch channel. But as someone who's genuinely, like, done the content grind, if it's something that you're passionate about, like, you got to stick with it. You really, really do. All right, see you later, Eyes. I hope all is well, man. Hope all is well. CJ, thank you for the follow. Yummy, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Cam gets flipped every 5k likes, chat. Every 5k likes. Pipey, welcome back. My day's been pretty good. We're chilling. Dash, thank you for the follow. Radio, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, you can see it's the little text thing we have, like, right here. Every 5k likes, we flip. Poopy, thank you for the follow. What an IGN. Love to see that. But yeah, I think, Leah, like, if there's any game that you're passionate about, even if you have no one in chat, you can just talk about the game, right? Ask yourself questions. Be like, oh, what would someone ask if they're in my chat? And then answer that question as if someone's, like, chatted. You know? That's what I used to do. Other things you can do is you can just talk about your plans, right? You can talk about what you're going to do later in the stream. You can talk about what you've just done. You can talk about what you're currently doing. You can talk about why you're doing it. You can talk about your opinion on whether something's good or bad in the game. Like, the reality is, like, there is so many things you can talk about. You just got to ask yourself the questions and the prompts. And it's not going to be easy, like, the first bunch of times, right? It's very easy for, like, even, like, myself with you beautiful people in chat. It's so easy for me to just, like, stop talking and be like, okay, what do I say now? You know? Like, it feels kind of awkward sometimes. But, like, for example, what I'm doing right now, right? We mentioned, like, one time that you, like, did streaming, and I've gone off on, like, a 3-minute tangent, you know? Just do, like, 30 or 40 3-minute tangents and you're good to go. I believe in you, Leah. I do. Keep me updated. Snowy, I've not done experiments yet. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Good to see you. Value, welcome as well. It has been a minute. China was great. I came back sick, which was unfortunate, but it was a really fun experience. Like, being in China, the culture, the crew, the cast. The cast and the director were just wonderful people. They were just really, really lovely. Like, everyone was nice, but they were especially nice. So now I'm really good friends with all of them, which is really nice. Do we got a flip? Yeah, it's 80k. You're right. That's fair. My bad. I'm slow. Alright, we're good. Moving on. Tiger, how we doing? Welcome. Oleg, yep, so fair. Jonas, update is coming on. Isn't Farm Helper like a macro? Dude, macros are bad. Don't use macros. Jonas, the update is on the way. Kind of like making a YouTube vid? Yeah, dude. Leah, let me tell you something. When I make YouTube videos, I get way more scared talking to camera without my chat than with my chat. I was talking to Rachel, my girlfriend, about this very, very recently. I said to her, because I recently did like a 33-minute talking to camera for a YouTube video. It was so scary. But I was talking to Rachel and I was like, look, it's so weird that I can talk to chat for like I don't get scared going on streams anymore. Like I'm like fully confident chatting to you guys. Like I know you guys now, like we're chill. But like talking to camera with no chat, the pressure was on, man. I was actually scared. Like my confidence took a hit. I was like, what? Like it's so strange, you know? You'd think that streaming, like live streaming would be scarier than speaking to the camera. It's not. It's not. Speaking to the camera without the chat kind of like hyping me up, you know, was way, way, way worse. Yo, Pickle Dojo, what's up? When are you streaming, bro? Do it, Leah. Do it. I believe. Nah, I believe in you. What am I planning, Narctopia? Domination. I want TikTok rank on Hypixel. That's my plan, bro. That's my plan. Yeah, that's fair, Dash. That's fair. I feel like people don't really watch me for like Ironman. They watch me for like me. I hope. I'd like to think. Maybe I'm just a little bit egotistical there, but I like to think that you guys join the stream not because I'm playing Ironman, not because I have a progressed Ironman, but rather just because, like, I don't know. I'm here, maybe. Love that L. Tiz, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you. Best minion setup for money, I think, is sheep minions. Very expensive, but they're decent. Otherwise, I think slime with corrupted frags is not too bad. How to get more people in stream? That's a good question. That's a tough question. That's a tough question. I feel like engagement is like the most important thing. Zappy, what's up? Welcome to the YouTube stream. What's my farming fortune? We are sitting on 1492 base, 311 potato. How am I still farming potatoes? Because Hypixel admins made this part of the game. Allergic to streaming? I think you're allergic to Necron's handles, Pickle Dojo. Time to make lemonade. Do it, Pebble. Do it. Alright, Dash, let's work through it, man. Let's work through it. What are you scared about? How have I done mining fairs? I did like an hour of one. I got 8 glossies, Justin. It was bad. It was very bad. I don't know. I don't want to do mining. And it's gotten to the point where, like, I don't know. Like, I don't care about mining anymore. I've got most of the materials I need from mining. Like, I have all the gemstones I need for the future. It's chill. How do I have such high farming fortune? Because I grinded farming gear. I'm basically maxed in farming. Not entirely, but, like, mostly. To make lemonade for purple? Yeah. Next time someone asks what I'm doing, that's what I'm going to say. This year will be good, Leah. This year will be good. Back yourself. Love that. Second best minion? Sheep. Yeah, I said sheep. Inferno's very expensive. That's bad. I appreciate you, Gov. Yes, my real name is Stephanie L. That's why my name is Dan Yongma. My name wouldn't be Dan. I wouldn't tell people that, because that would be doxing myself. Dawson, thank you for the follow. My real name is definitely Stephanie, for sure. So it really, L, you should have written hashtag Stephanie for president. Have I done mining fastest? No. Bro, I don't like mining. I got so burnt out of mining. 21, 27 gonna be your year, for sure, L. For sure. If we make it that far. Okay, well, first thing, from Croppy to Fermento is a big fortune, like, buff. Second thing would be using the Mossy Reforge as opposed to whatever the other one is. Mossy is expensive, but gives you way more farming fortune. I have Perfect Peridot on my farming gear. Pestominator 4. Green Thumb 5. Also, Visitor Offers. Rooted Reforge on the, like, Lotus equipment. That too. How many McDonald's can my farming setup supply? More than 3. More than 3. 20 pages for a contract is excessive, Leah. That's way too much legalese. I feel like contracts are just difficult. They're very difficult to read. That's one of the things that I'm like grateful for, in terms of like why I don't regret doing my accounting degree, because I took a sub major in business law, and that really helped me just like understand legal jargon. It's just like fancy words that are like oddly specific that you probably wouldn't use in like normal conversation, which are really just confusing, and it takes a lot of time to like read and understand them because they're not words that you normally like work with. But because I've done my business law like sub major, it's words that I'm like very accustomed to now, which is pretty chill. But yeah, 20 pages is wild. Yeah, I mean 20 pages is 20 pages. Like 20 A4 blocks of text is crazy. That's so much, dude. How do you get the Zap rune out of your inventory? You could just sell it to an NPC. Or you could drop it and run away really fast. Those are your 2 options, man. Those are your 2 options. Look, guys, it is nearly 1 a.m. I need to go to sleep. I think we're going to wrap it up there. I reckon that's it. This was a wonderful conversation. I would have ended like half an hour ago, but I was actually really enjoying the conversation. So, W to everyone in chat right now. You guys kept the stream alive. I was so ready to end, but you guys are great. If you haven't followed, don't forget to follow. If you'd like to support me while I'm offline, jump on my other socials, jump on my TikTok page. Any interaction you have with any of my content, likes, comments, shares, reposts, favoriting, anything like that, those go a long way to telling TikTok that my content is actually worth watching. And if you engage with it, it'll recommend to more people on the Explore page. And that's a really easy way you guys can support me. If you feel like it, I'd really appreciate it, but no stress. Totally up to you if you want to spend the time doing that. Alternatively, I do have other content, especially on my YouTube channel. I just dropped a 33-minute video, so if you'd like to hear more of my voice, some people like it, some people hate it. If you want to hear my voice for 33 minutes straight, being really passionate about something that you probably don't really care that much about, jump on my YouTube and have a look at the Forbidden Update. The Forbidden Update, that's the name of the video that just came out. But until next time, it's been a wonderful experience being on stream today. I really, really enjoyed it. So thank you to everyone who jumped on. Zan, thank you for the follow as well. What's my YouTube? Link in my TikTok bio, but tell_heart. If you go on YouTube, that's it. But otherwise, Linktree in my TikTok bio. So just click into my profile and then hit the Linktree, and then you should be able to get YouTube from there. But anyway, appreciate you all. It's been lovely to chat. Have a good day, and I'll catch you all next stream. Bye-bye.